Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to SKTV. Uh, Welcome to today's edition. Welcome and welcome. Let's have you share the show as you join us. Let us know where you're following us from. This is SKTV. This is SKTV, um, the next opposition. Let's share the show, folks. Let's share the show. As you come on, let us know where you're following us from. Just signal us. Signal us where you're following us from. Let us know. Um, Please let us know which state you're following us from. As we await, which one is CHY? Which one is CHY? Mike, my man, you gotta let us know, man. What kind of abbreviation are you giving here? So what's going on? My man, don't confuse us, Mike. I beg you, don't confuse us, brother. Brother, don't confuse us. Don't confuse us. We beg you. Uh, we beg you. This time now, we're looking for, let us know where you're following us from. Melbourne will be joining us here momentarily. Uh, let's share the show. Let's share the show. Share the show, folks. Oh, Mike, you said China. All right, all right, all right. I didn't know. My bad. I didn't. It says CHY, so I didn't know what I meant. But thank you. Let's share the show, folks. Please, let's share the show. Uh, let's share the show, folks. Okay, somebody's watching us from Sweden. As you come on, let us know where you're following from the opposition. The next opposition is our conversation for today. We'll be bringing our man Melbourne Johnson Kula on here. We'll be bringing Melbourne here
next week. For another Friday, you will get it. Don't worry yourself. So if the Christmas, yeah. So let me join Steve first because they say hold it tight. So maybe if the Christmas not go on the other side, you go on the side, hold it tight. Don't leave anybody in the kind of time. When you leave somebody, then I mean you make too wrong. Steve, yeah. What's up, Steve? What's up?
I beg you, we're getting Christmas. Don't bring hold it tight in here.
No, that's the best one to hold it tight. That kind of time you can't leave anything. Or else you just person in season 2. So it's better that you hold everything constant.
My man, I'm saying no, I'm sending before I get on the radio, I'm sending gentlemen call to all my men. Gentlemen, don't listen to Melbourne. Melbourne trying to set you up for failure.
Oh, easy, yeah, easy.
After the season, you can hold it tight. In the season, be there alone.
Look. Steve, you just was talking at Lagos for my secret before. Hello, Steve, way back before, you know what we used to do way back? Why the other people were the fighting, plotting the women in here and there, Steve? Always, my guys, and myself, we usually used to keep our money, say we buy, you will plait the hair, but I would have always check out the hair in the club. So is it the kind of thing, Steve? That time we don't do a lot of barber before thank God. So Steve will be waiting. By the time they have finished, they play hair because sometimes all the money will finish. Look, sometimes some of you women, you will sit there, the man will use all the money on you. Time to go work up on no money. So you see that, Steve? So that's the time now that's the opportunity now, opportunity like us now, we at that time when we're single that we used to use. So we say, okay, send them my friend plotting the hair and no one ever go around about them because they may not get money. We both wait to the rest of the we just go with there. She will come. She will come with her hair. Hey, get in there. So that's the thing. So actually hold it tight. Don't leave anybody right now. Are they kind of situation?
No, gentlemen. About the mission of holding it tight. Don't listen to Melbourne. You will thank me later. You will thank me later. Don't listen to Melbourne. Melbourne setting you guys up for failure, folks.
Hey God, yeah. My man,
Yeah,
not
before we
even
get into the
that.
situation here today, I'm saying it to my brothers. Don't hold anything there. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Don't say I didn't tell you.
Seriously, oh, so when they play the hair whip out, I'll put a word that I'm just chocolate the hair in the club. So
Anyway, folks, welcome to today's edition.
I do just do that.
Welcome to SKTV. Today is the 16th of December 2023. Most importantly, at the end of the 15 more days for the year to end, we'll be talking about 2024. And so let's share the show. Let's share the show. Let's share the show, folks. Invite someone. We want to greet our people, our listeners, and our viewers. From those of you listening via radio, Sekou will probably help us. We could not connect with the
YouTube.
No, the what they call page. They got the other one. I'm not part of
the SKTV Live.
No, we got it SKTV Live. We got it YouTube. We also got it on Facebook Live. We are talking about the what you call that one? I know TikTok. What the other one in TikTok and what the other one in? What the other phone? But I'm not in that so and what
my man, we the old school people who get go outside. Forget it. Old school life. Everything we'll do that old school way we'll do it.
Now that one is called Instagram. I got
you. You see?
I got you.
Yeah, please say we'll connect onto the Instagram because we are not connected to Instagram and we're not. Look, let me tell you something. Don't see all of it. We're not on social thing.
No.
You see, since we decided we'll be in a Baptist church, we have decided to put our lives together and we'll behave. So we're not on social. On the Facebook, you'll find all the other funny gram there, TikTok, we're not on that thing. So I greet our people back. Those of you who got Instagram, it doesn't mean it's a bad platform. As long as you have the time, definitely do what you need to do. But we want to welcome you today to today's edition. Today we'll be talking about the opposition or the next opposition or incoming opposition, however you want to term them as, right? Want to throw light on them today. To this conversation, please get ready. It will be very stimulating. We could get some updates here because listen. The thing about SKTV, as we are on the show, we start to get it in real time, real life. Richard, what's up? Welcome to the show. It's been a long time, friend. So let's share the show. Help us share the show this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are. As always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. But most importantly, the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. I want to send this clerical message to all my friends, especially guys. This is the Christmas and the New Year. Make no attempt to hold anything tight because it could be detrimental financially. So, but if on the other hand, somebody want to send you gift, accept it willingly. But then now at least let's come together as men. Let's accept gift. We're not giving gift. Let's accept gift this time around. Let's accept gift, please. Let's accept gift, my people. If the women there, y'all please listen. If y'all get gift, y'all will not die. Y'all give gift. We are looking forward to gifts. Y'all give. Let God bless you too. Y'all give. Anyway, let's get an update quickly. Before we get a Melbourne, let me give you some quick updates here. Glenn Jean, that is advocacy you need to be carrying on now for we the men. We the men that the advocacy you need to carry on. Say you're not going to get involved with political advocacy, at least social advocacy. You're advocate for all two now. We're not, y'all, the other women that y'all not that big, y'all give or give. What do you happy if y'all give or give? Y'all need not change. Anyway, let's get to other news really quick. In other news, we come into international news quickly to brief you before we get to Melbourne, get an update. While we're doing that, let's be sharing the show, folks. Let's be sharing the show. In other news, Israel is under serious scrutiny. Serious. I don't know how to say it, but Israel is being pushed to the wall as we speak. There were 3 people that were killed in an airstrike these few days, and they're blaming the Israeli Defense Force for that attack, which they have claimed responsibility as well. It doesn't look good for them. It doesn't look good for them from a strategic and tactical standpoint. Innocent lives, you know. I was watching Al Jazeera this morning when I left Sekou this morning because we're hanging out last night playing some check-up and just chit-chatting. And for the record, Sekou beat me last night 1-0, in the check-up game. But the thing about it, our B brother, Sekou B brother, my B brother, I beat him. So that to say I cover, I make up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So we're holding it up. But so, when I came back, I was watching Al Jazeera. Yeah, I make up. I know you thought
you will make the ninja will be going coming. So
I make it. No, I make it. I make it bigly too. So Al Jazeera, one of the reporters who started reporting for them a couple of years ago, got killed in an airstrike. It's very devastating. One of the reporters of Al Jazeera got killed. There were 3 people. And so there's a huge pressure mounted from the international community, from the United States government on the Israelis to ensure that, they're more strategic. Some are even calling now for ceasefire and the end of this whole, war with Hamas. They're calling for that internationally because it seems as though the casualty of civilians, increases on a day as day goes by, and that in itself is very troubling. In other news, in the United States of America, in America, when you la, it can catch up with you. Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York. Rudy Giuliani, who was once considered the mayor of America. If you can remember, Rudy Giuliani was the guy, the older gentleman who was giving the press conference. He's considered Trump's lawyer, and he had a yomo dripping down his face. The yomo, what they put in the head, the yomo, it was so hard for him. The yomo turned to black liquid was dripping down his face. That Rudy Giuliani. Yesterday, Rudy Giuliani was ordered by the court. He was found guilty and ordered by the court to pay $150 million United States dollars to 2 African-American election workers. Rudy Giuliani lied on them. So the Yomo man will be paying $150 million. He connected with Trump. On the other hand, also, our former president, Donald Trump, Mr. Win Bigly, the man who can win bigly. If you hear anybody using the word bigly, it comes from our boy Trump. It was Trump who invented the word "you will win bigly." So, as we speak, Trump is in some serious halu-balu. It's in some serious halu-balu. From the political end, from the Republican, there's serious pressure on President Donald Trump. Up to the point that the former Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, from the Republican Party, called Trump a narcissist. So people in the Republican Party, prominent members and leaders, whether former or current, some of them have started to speak out. Couple of polls have shown in the U.S. also that President Joe Biden is in some serious halu-balu politically as well, because he seemed to be losing in almost all of the polls to either Trump, Nikki Haley. He's losing to them, and Donald Trump will say he's losing to them bigly. So that is not looking too good for the current president, Joe Biden. However, on the issue of Joe Biden also has another halu-balu with his son. His son has been indicted criminally, 9 counts. That is a problem for him from a family standpoint. But on the other hand, also, we saw Joe Biden and President Barack Obama. They were chilling. It seemed as though they are gearing up for campaigns and the elections. We don't know their strategies yet. But just that picture that both of them had, some black voters, from what we are getting, some black voters who were hesitant to vote for him, are thinking about coming back to vote for Joe Biden. So it is not easy. It is not easy from a political standpoint here. In the United States, the elections is next year. And so people are gearing up. You can feel it in the air and so forth. So Melbourne, those are other news. And up until now, in other news, We have physically for our president elect.
Because I get you.
No, before I get to you.
Thank you. Because I get all new on our side. And before you come back, yes.
In other news, we have not physically found or located our president elect. However, some United Party surrogates are bouncing around, purporting, taking pictures, and so forth, and all that. Listen to us. We're not wishing bad for our president elect. We are just concerned citizens who want to know the whereabouts of our president elect, and we want the Liberian people to be informed about where he is. We're not buying no pig in bed. We voted this man in power, and we need to know where he is. So up until now, if you find the location of Joseph Yuma Boakai, some of them who claim he was in Washington, D.C. are saying now he's in Rhode Island. We don't get a problem with that one. We just want to see our president-elect. If he rests in his Bali, we want to see him resting in his Bali. If in Chile, we don't want a fake picture of what he wearing the same costume, the same sitting on in the no, we don't want it. We want real, up to date. That's all we're asking for, my people. We don't want problem. We just want that issue. But maybe let's turn to you quickly to get updated. Then we'll hear from Sekou and we'll welcome Monk. And then we'll get straight into the program today. Folks, let's share the show. Invite your friend. Tell them it's happening on SKTV this afternoon. Let's get to you.
Good. Thank you. Share the show, and that's one of the best things that you can do. At least that would be your own contribution. So yes, indeed, let me say a pleasant good evening to all of you, Steve, Sekou, and that of Virginia Monk. Sorry that on yesterday we came a little bit late, but by that time we were having some issues already. But Sekou were on last night. So for those of you, I received a lot of calls and text messages. Let me sincerely apologize. But I hope that Christmas they'll give us Christmas break because I'm sending it now so they can listen because I know y'all won't follow be here on Christmas Day. But we'll be here, don't get it wrong, because that's our duty. So indeed, yes, Sekou Library is good. We are all moving about freely, and everything here is good. When it comes to politics from now on, I think entire sanction thing, everybody now are discussing the sanction wahala and so forth, and here and there, people are still asking the whereabouts of the president-elect, Joseph Yuma Boakai. And yes, others are saying that he's well, he's good. Others are saying no, he's not well. In fact, some people are saying that he's well. Where is our president-elect? So with some information that we are getting that he may likely be in country before this month end. So that's the information that we are getting, that he may likely be in country anytime soon. So yes, indeed, we pray that he be in country before the month end, according to what we are gathering from the team from the Unity Party camp. Yeah, so Liberia is good, my brother. We are all fine. Yes, apart from the festive season, that you see a lot of Liberians are all around going about doing a shopping and so forth. But we are good. We're moving about freely. Politically, everything is good. Everybody moving around peacefully and so on. The weather here is also good because we're in a dry season. So indeed, the weather is good. Apart from all the small happening, all those small not, but we are good. We thank God for life, and we thank God for man Liberia. So Steve, Sekou, and other Brazilian Monk, Liberia is good.
Thank you so much, Melbourne. Let's hear from Monk, and then we'll go straight to Sekou. Monk, what's up, my man? Happy weekend to you. How's the weather over there, my man?
Man, I think this is the best winter I've seen in Minnesota up to the 16th. We don't have snow yet. This is the first time maybe in more than a decade I've seen the state to be this warm in the middle of December. And you know, the two coldest months of the year is December. I mean, December and January. Sometimes it goes to the second week in February. But if this is the coldest month and we are still warm more here for Minnesota standard, then I would say it's a good winter season for now. I would take this any day.
Okay, sounds really good, Mr. Kane. What's going on? What say you from your end, Mr. Kane? Welcome to the show. But you're muted. Mr. Kane.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Let me answer this call, Steve. I will be right back.
Most definitely, folks.
I was following your expose, your opening on the American politics, but you know American politics is too complex, so yes. I don't like to get into it. But I follow the Giuliani story. We all know what it's all about. The goal is to revoke Giuliani law license. That's just what it is. because they will never take the election law or credibility to the Supreme Court. They know that if we go to the Supreme Court, they will have to relitigate 2020 election, and they know when they go that Igor and George Bull route, the guy who is in the White House will be declared illegitimate. So we all know it's the same thing that is happening in New York. They say Donald Trump lied to a bank. He inflated his net worth, so they are finding him $135 million. We all know what is happening in New York, so that they can stop him from doing business in New York. It's the same thing they're doing to Giuliani. You know, for me, I don't watch TV in America anymore. I tell anybody, if you want to be okay in America, you'll be okay watching the Cartoon Network than to either watch your CNN or MSNBC, because you will never get a news here except you want to go deep into the rabbit hole to question both sides. That's just why it is. And even the bank that they accused Trump of, they said Trump tried to scam the bank. The bank said, but there was no foul play. But they will never show that on TV. All they know that Donald Trump corrupted or bank, he inflated his net worth to get a loan. Well, that's it. This America, you know, it all depends which side you listen to. If you want to be impartial, you will go after investigative journalists to know what is actually happening in the country than watching your mainstream media, because you will be fooled all the time. That's just why it is. But anyway, back to Liberian politics. We can talk that another day.
Thank you, Mo. Yes, back to Liberian politics. Yes, what you name my board, D. Curtis, is saying that he wants us to visit Liberia. Yeah, D. Curtis, my man, let chit chat beyond closed door here. We can plan and strategize as to how to go about things, you know. Sekou, welcome back. I know you wanted to say something, but let's hear from you.
Yeah, since the topic today is about the next opposition, first of all, let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I received a lot of commendation, you know, and praises for the way I dressed yesterday, like my uncle Joseph Nima Boakai, our president-elect. People really, really, you know, admired that dress code yesterday. Maybe I will do it again because I love it. But I'm getting serious. Like, I'm getting some concern, Steve. You know, if you refuse to talk, you create a vacuum wherein people will fill in for you, unfortunately. When I told you just now that let me answer this call, one of my brothers was calling me from Liberia, asking me some very disturbing question regarding what they have been hearing about Joseph Boakai, the president-elect. And I told him no, not to my knowledge. The question he asked, I'm not going to say it, but I was disturbed. Because Liberian people are concerned, and because the Unity Party people and Joseph Boakai support have refused to update the Liberian people, now people are very skeptical, bringing all kinds of, you know, thinking. And some people also are going around giving some false alarms, some false information about him, about his condition, about his whereabouts. That's why it's very, very important. And this morning, I was doing my normal thing, you know, doing some research. We also found out, you know, the last time we told people that there are pictures, there are photos that were taken pre the first 2 days when the former vice president, or the president-elect arrived. There were pictures taken before, and they were planning to be posting those pictures, you know, after he got into the hospital. Somebody called me yesterday also getting all furious, getting angry and telling me, why is it that nobody else is talking about Joseph Boakai illness? It's only you, only SKTV, nobody else. You know, this is the old news. We all know that the man is not well. You got to stop it. I said that this is the mindset of the Liberian people. So if something is bad, if somebody is exhibiting bad behavior, when you talk about it 1 or 2 times, now it becomes old news. Nobody should talk about it. That's why we have somehow, allowed the entire country to be consumed in that sense of impunity. People can go and do bad things. People can do and go stupid things, thinking that people are going to talk about it for 1 or 2 days and everybody's going to, walk away from it. So they said that, in fact, we were lying about the photos. So for those of you who know about Photoshop, nowadays, there are a lot of applications now, mostly on Androids. You can use to do a lot of things with them. So now we found out that there are people that are doing Photoshop on some of the pictures of Joseph Nkrumah Boakai. Doing Photoshop, you can take, like, say, for example, like Steve or Melbourne is sitting right now. I can just take Melbourne picture where he is, remove the background of Melbourne, and put in a different location. So my concern is that, why is it that people going that extent? What is the problem? Is everything okay? So I'm kind of concerned for the fact that, and I found out that these photos are coming from some of the so-called prominent or reputable people in our country. What are they trying to hide? And what is the mindset behind this? What is going on? Because that brings me to the question my brother just called me and asked me about, as to what is going on with our vice president, our president, the former vice president. So let me bring you this just for you to know. You see the picture of Joseph Boakai standing, like that, in a move. They put that picture, it seems like the original picture is where he was standing with the chair behind him. That one looks authentic, like a regular picture. But then they took the same picture, or they removed the chair from behind him in the Photoshop and put a stool behind him. Same picture. Not like, same clothes. That one is a different thing now. But same picture. And pushing them different days. Joseph Boakai must bounce on deck again. Joseph Boakai must be bluffing again. Joseph Boakai walking about. This is very scary to me. What is the rationale behind it? Why? Why are they doing this? Is everything okay? It's just something that they're hiding from the Liberian people. I'm hoping and praying that the way they said that there will be an event today, a town hall, that the president-elect will be there to address the Liberian people. I am hoping and praying that will be the case. See here? See this picture here? This picture is the Photoshop one. The original picture is this one right here. See the chair behind him? The same way he's standing? You see that? Now go to the other one. Same thing. So they took the picture from in front of the chair, put the picture right in front of the stove. You should talk the term motel and bar. Where is this bar? This hotel even look like something in Africa, like in Liberia.
Well, it's somewhere around Central Street.
Okay. So you see this? You see the funny part of that? Why is it that people will go to the extent, and these are not different people? Talking about different Unity Party supporters, taking the same picture of Joseph Boakai and placing it in front of a different store, and sharing that on Facebook, telling people that the Ome must bounce back again, that the Ome is walking about. So what is the rationale behind this Photoshop? Why? What are they trying to do? What are they trying to prove? It's just a concern, Steve. But again, I wish the Ome speedy recovery, and I'm wishing him well. And I hope what we are hearing about he having some, carrying on some program today, I hope that's real and that's the real deal. And we hope to see him. We hope to see him going back to Liberia to go and serve his people. With regards to what's next for the opposition, you will start that conversation, Steve. But for me, as it stands right now, there's no opposition yet. I'm not sure whether there will be one, because I don't know when. I'm just being honest. So somebody says, Steve, the reason why they posted that picture, especially the Photoshop from Liberia there, they're confusing the Liberian people. They're telling some people that the JMB is already in Liberia. They're telling some people that JNB stay in Rhode Island. Somebody said they say Mayor is in Maryland. Everybody saying their own thing. So that kind of getting, concern, creating more concern by the Liberian people as to what is really, really going on. Maybe if you want you guys maybe want to talk about this a little bit before we go to the news break, and then we can start the other main conversation after the news break. It's up to you guys. Or we can just, go to the,
No news.
We don't have
No news
on the weekend.
No news today.
We don't have news break today, but then we're good. And then you guys can talk about it a little bit, because I just want to know what is the rationale behind the photoshopping, and I'm not sure what is going on with it. Why are they playing with the Ome? Taking a picture from one place and placing it to a different, a different location.
You want me to go? Yeah.
What's going on?
Sekou, I told you from the beginning, we live in an irrational society. Liberia is the complete opposite to the rest of the world. So, and the people in that country, the vast majority of them, they are not victims. Like I always say, they are accomplices. They knew what they signed up for. They decided to sign up for that option. of a Joseph Boakai presidency. They knew about his health condition, whether they be injecting him with steroids, whether he got underlying health condition that poses a risk to the presidency. We told them a vote for Joseph Boakai is a vote for Jeremiah Kun, and they still signed up for that. So for me, I'm not interested in the health of Joseph Boakai. Seriously. I think it's a waste of my time. I'm not interested. The people who voted for him, who believe that he can be a better president, they are the one that are going to worry about that. The one thing that I know for Joseph Boakai is the kind of underlying medical condition he's experiencing. I know at a certain point in time, you will stay in the world, Jeremiah Kun. Whether you take him to a town hall meeting, it still doesn't change anything. You know the human heart, you don't see it, and nobody pray for nothing bad. They got younger kids in hospital that got defibrillators, that got, or how they call the things, batteries. They are struggling. We all know where the heart is, how important that particular organ is in the human body. So for the people who believe that Joseph Boakai will be a better president, looking at his health condition and the risk factor, look, even the nature of the job. You see, there are a few jobs in the world when you check people, they always get blood pressure or blood sugar. And the presidency is one of them. It's the most stressful job on the planet. You are responsible for millions of people. So at the end of the day, if you believe that this man you trusted, you're going to vote for him, so be it. You live with the consequences. We cannot redo or undo the elections. The elections are over. And matter of fact, it's the same thing they will keep telling you. Oh, why you guys worry about Joseph Boakai? Like me, worry about Joseph Boakai. You that voted for him, that expecting something better to come out, and you should be more worried. Matter of fact, you knew in advance and you still decided to vote for him. So who am I? I mean, I understand the constitutional aspect of it, that the Liberian people should be up to date and be informed because he's a public figure. But from an individual standpoint, trust me, I could care less. The people who voted for Joseph Boakai, who believe that he's a perfect fit to get the job done, that's their worry. Because the options were there and they signed up for this one. So that's it. That's my view.
Well, Mr. Kane, I think partially I have to agree with, Monk, especially in terms of Joseph Boakai, his health. It's proven beyond all reasonable doubts that the reportings that we brought up here has been going on for almost 2 weeks now. Whether they bring Joseph Boakai out today, tomorrow, later on, it does not still negate the fact or change the fact that after weeks of calling on and asking for where Joseph Boakai is, they couldn't show Joseph Boakai. So they can carry him to anywhere they want. They can even point in a plane and parade him around. It doesn't stay like that.
I know, right?
and so at this stage, and at this point, like Monk said earlier, they have the burden to be running around and doing all of these funny shenanigans when they could have just cut to the chase, and get the facts out. But the fact that they choose to do that, and I've said this, Mr. Kane, over and over, they will not change their MOU. This is how they operate. They will not change it. The only thing that will happen, like we predicted here, the only thing that will happen is the lies and deception will be the issue for the downfall. Apart, as we said here, that there are 3 things that will destroy the United Party, especially the Joseph Boakai government: the lies, the deception, along with the people that they brought on board, such as, and they pick Jeremiah Kun as VP. We even get to the Halu battle with Jeremiah Kun here. That one is in the making. So again, at the end of the day, they got a burning of proof here. They don't want running around, changing things, switching this, defending this, getting pissed off, getting mad. Can you imagine? As soon as I turn on the show, Mr. Kane, the first maybe 2 or 3 people were UPS.
Yeah. I mean,
you always come here.
I mean, they always come on the show.
This is to tell you that they're not only addicted, but they want information. They want to know what's happening. They themselves, as minions, as little as they are in the party, or insignificant or inconsequential as they are, they themselves looking for news. They themselves want to know what's up. So they look for places where they will go to be told the truth. But then because they can't handle the truth, so they get pissed off in a reactive move. Once we turn on the thing, they go in a depressed move again. And then when they see one fake picture up, they
I want to ask Sekou a question. Sekou,
I don't
Yes,
know.
sir.
I always make this statement on the show. I say, whenever you are in the business of speaking the truth, you don't have to worry about things you said in the past.
Yeah.
The people that are always lying have to be the one finding means. What do you think you got to worry about looking for AI or some kind of a Photoshop, some software
Nope.
to alter Joseph Boakai picture? No, they
Not
are
at all.
lying. So it's the branding is on them. I mean, the most you can do is to give the news, is to give the update. But when it comes to the day-to-day, they're the one because they are afraid. Because they knew exactly what was going to happen, and it's happening in real time. That's why they are afraid of. So they are the one who had to look for Photoshop. They had to look for the most sophisticated software to alter Joseph Boakai picture. Because at some time, I think you were looking more of an Indiana Jones yesterday than even Joseph Boakai. Because I was somewhere and I saw Sekou. I said, oh, but then they kind of dress code Sekou bring to the table today. I think he's more of an Indiana Jones because you were way better than Joseph Boakai. So the people who are looking for the AI and all those software that say we agree, you can keep agreeing all you want. The reality is just setting in. And over time, you will get to know whether you accept it or not. We don't have to lie. You will live with it. 6 years. We sign up.
Yep.
And the same thing you see happening with the sanctions in Liberia. You see, everything that is normal is abnormal in Liberia, and things that are abnormal all over the world is normal in Liberia. It's the complete opposite. That is why these days, look, those people don't like people who can say the truth. They don't like good characters. So the politicians from Liberia know how to play to the people beat in their tune. That's why they keep lying to them, why they keep faking them, because the people themselves, they are fake. Why you think they'll keep voting for people that are sanctioned? Right? And now they want to make sanctions look like a normal procedure that who could care less about America. You know, it's the same thing happening with Joseph Boakai situation. The people that are supposed to kick them out of power are the ones bringing them back to power. So who are you to worry about, Sekou? What you got to lose? I mean, people voted how they voted, and we will live with it.
Anyway, I think I'm allowed to bring my hattai on the
I
show.
know, huh?
So Steve and Melbourne should not be jealous about that. So
Yeah,
I'll be bringing my hattai at the same time.
We'll pivot
on
to
the
the
show.
conversation, the topic for today,
Mhm.
because I think that in itself, is also part of the governance, the leadership, and the day-to-day activity of our people in the country. Sekou say as of now he doesn't think there is any opposition. Monk, what is your take on the issue of opposition? Who do you think is the next or incoming opposition?
Well, the opposition will always be there. For me, my take on this whole opposition thing, like I think it's a little bit way too early. You know, when you come from an election is a very competitive process. You spend time, you spend resources, you going here and there, you exploring the length and breadth of the entire country. So it's not an easy thing. So when you just come from an election, you know, take a time off. I just saw a picture of Mr. Cummings in a Ferrari with his wife. I was like, this is what you need to be doing. Take some time off, chill, enjoy yourself. Go out there, live your life, and when it's time to discuss politics, maybe like 6 to 9 months, because situation things will happen. Nothing's going to change. It's just like the changing of the old guys and you're bringing in new guys. Whether it's the economy, whether it's accountability, those issues will always be there for discussion. So why not take a break? That's why people take vacation, you know, to de-stress. You go out there, maybe you take a couple of weeks off, come back, enjoy yourself, enjoy nature, eat the best of food, drink the best of wine, have time with your family, and when there is time for politics, you can come back and start making the phone calls and start making plans for the future. But for now, give the incoming government some space. Let them do their thing. They are yet to take power. They are yet to take the oath of office. So I would give them some time, 6, 9 months. That's it.
Well, I have a total different take from both of you, and I want to make sure I register my take on this issue. I want to that the people can say vehemently disagree with you and Mr. Cannon. Yeah, I want to vehemently disagree with you and Mr. Cannon's position or assertions that there is no opposition. In fact,
and before you say, I say yet.
Okay, yet.
Yeah, I say there's no opposition yet.
Yeah, even as that.
Because, I've not seen one.
Even as that, I still want to vehemently disagree with both of you guys. And the reason for that is there's a saying that says, you know, the woman who will take your man from you, when you see her, you know her. How about no heaven, no? The fact that Prince Johnson started off in a church after indirectly ascending to the presidency to pivot attack directly on Alexander Cummings. Imagine sanctions that were done since 2021. Can you imagine? The sanctions were put on him since 2021. He never one day openly accused Alexander Cummings of being a cause. Out of a setting, nobody discussing sanctions. He brought Alexander Cummings in the picture. The second part also that I want to point out, because we are paying keen attention, we are watching, is Jefferson Koji's accession. When was asked directly about President George Weah coming back to politics and so forth, his accession of openly, indirectly, willingly wanting Mr. Cummings, or, you know, and I'm not quoting him directly here, I'm paraphrasing, to be the leader of the opposition or the face of the opposition, is a signal that they have already started identifying the opposition, or they have identified the opposition. Now, today, just before we came on the show, Mr. Alexander Cummings in a rare Ferrari, and as a matter of fact, I look up the price of that rare Ferrari, is in almost 400,000 United States dollars.
Where's the picture of that?
The picture on Facebook.
All right, I don't want to see it. Show
Okay,
it to people.
Yeah, maybe I'll send it to you.
I'll try to find it.
I think Yaseni got it on her page too. You know, a couple of people got it on there. But what I'm saying here is, Mr. Cummings has not even declared anything. But yet, people are still, I don't want to use the word chasing him or pushing him. People are still wishing, you know, and still identifying, you know, as the opposition leader at this point, even the outgoing ruling party. So, yeah, maybe you can show the picture. Because Cummings looking like he's chilling bigly. You know, even though he hasn't declared that he wants to run again, but he looks like he's chilling bigly. So share the picture with the folks. Yeah, so that Ferrari costs almost 400,000 United States dollars, if I'm not mistaken, either more or less, because I will research the price. Yeah, the man's chilling bigly, a guy, wife sitting right over there, you know, Mrs. Cummings sitting there, laid back, ain't what I'm saying, soft life, and he just been chilling bigly. He ain't even talking politics, just chilling bigly, but you know, it's going all around. And you know, that Ferrari, that's not bring government money. You understand? This is hard-earned labor, I mean, with you know, so more likely so.
Yeah, I just put it in. Okay, yeah, you guys got it already on SKTV.
Yeah, so you understand. So Cummings been chilling bigly with that car. That car is very, very expensive. Very, 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 very expensive. Talk about the maintenance and other things. So yeah, so Mr. Kane, it seems as though, and when you talk to some Liberians behind closed doors, most of them are saying, let me say again, with the economic situation, everything Liberia is faced with, the next opposition leader, you know, Liberian people get away of singing a song. Liberian people, like them or not, they get away of doing that thing. They will tell you, say, they're passing, they've been here too long now. Not that they're time. When you hear them saying, oh, we're not carrying you, that the person will carry, don't take it for a joke. When you hear them saying, you know what happened, we think the man was cheated or the person was let it, when you see them gravitating towards you from a sympathetic standpoint, and that which they did towards Joseph Human Boakai from a sympathetic standpoint. But now we are hearing our men talking about, you know, we should lower expectation. So my only concern now is how organized, strategic the opposition would be in order to hold these guys accountable. That is my concern. I know for a fact that the opposition has already started their work. The opposition already started their work to galvanize. They have already started their work to get Joseph Boakai and Jeremiah Kun and Unity Party to run for the money. That's why you hear Unity Party people talking, oh, and let it put in take seat and let it put in. No, not you. Nobody's stupid here. The opposition will hold you accountable. Just so you know, on day one, and it could start at the inauguration. It could start at the inauguration. So if you think Joseph Boakai is going to have a free ride, let's go sit there in Rhode Island and be hiding. You will see. But Mr. Kane, what is your take based on what's unfolding, and what are your expectations should an opposition rise up? What is your expectation? Not should. What is your expectation for the next opposition?
So, even though you say you vehemently disagree with us,
yes,
I'm still going to go back to tell you that there is no opposition yet, or I'm yet to see one. You know, when you talk about opposition, first of all, seditions are not opposition yet. They're still in power.
Right.
And Unity Party is no longer an opposition. They are the incoming government. Other political parties, other political actors are all involved in political maneuvering, trying to find their way, most of them trying to find their way to work in the incoming government. Mr. Cummings, since the election, perhaps he's still resting, still recovering. We haven't heard anything from him. So at this point, when you say opposition, it's not limited to an individual. It shouldn't be limited to Mr. Cummings alone or only political actors who are political leaders. Opposition should be visible through a group of people, concerned Liberians, not just one or two persons, to show that they are alive in their present. You don't have to wait for Mr. Cummings. At this point, there's no opposition in Liberia yet. Maybe after the inauguration of Joseph Nima Boakai, CDCM will turn to opposition. Maybe at that point, ANC people or CPP people will, start the opposition life. But right now, I think everybody's chilling. Nobody really doing anything to show who are you going to oppose to? What are you going to oppose to? The only thing, because some of our people, their understanding of opposition is just to attack and insult. Opposition life, you start right after the next election to speak on issues, to speak on ills in the society, to enlighten the Liberian people. Everything that's going on right now, whether it's George Weah traveling, George Weah abandoning the country, sanctions coming against George Weah government officials, America is slapping Liberian government official with sanctions. Some of them downplaying it. Some of them calling it visa restriction. They are attaching their own connotation to the sanction. But there's no opposition there to checkmate them. To say, no, this is not true. So opposition should be people there ready to checkmate, to erect checkpoints to all the ills in the society. Whether it's Joe Weah living, abandoning the country, going wherever he want to go, thinking that he's living as a lame dog president, he's living. Nobody's saying anything about it. Joseph Juma Boakai left the country for almost going to a month now. His whereabouts is unknown. Nobody's concerned. Nobody's saying anything about it. That's why there's no opposition. The country is abandoned by Joseph Boakai and George Weah. There's nobody asking question whether or not how is the transition going. Everybody just sitting there maneuvering, their way, trying to, look for power, look for position in the next government. I told you guys before, and I will reiterate again. In Liberia, when the time for election, you see opposition. Right after the election, 19 political parties vanish. They will start to come back together to talk about opposition life, to talk about their plan and aspiration for Liberia. We have 1 year, 2 years to the election. The first 1 year, 2 years, they're going to use that to be asking for job, to be licking the boot of the incoming government, to be licking the boot of the incoming president. And then the one that will find their way, they will no longer be opposition, they will be in government. The one that will not find their way, when they got tired looking for their way and not working for them, then they turn to opposition. I'm just being honest with you. There's no damn opposition in Liberia. So hustlers. So hustlers. They are not good politicians because they have no platform. They got nothing. That's why in Liberia, you don't have to prove anything to run for office. All they do is hustling. All the people that were defeated in the first round, they all started looking for jobs right before the second round. And right after the second round, all of them are knocking on doors, trying to Prince Johnson, Jeremiah Kuhn, Dodo Baga's son, Dodo Baga supporters. As a matter of fact, even the one that are coming in the incoming government, the one already started going to Lebanese people from one store to another, taking money from the Lebanese people because they say they are the government coming. So, if you ask me, Steve, there's no opposition in Liberia as of yet. We'll see some opposition. As a matter of fact, you should take it from those media, very few media, they can even point to the flaws. Very few media that are free, that can stomach the fact, that have the audacity to even talk about Joseph Boakai disappearing from the country. Very few media that can talk about it. Because you know what? A lot of people don't want to be on the good side of the incoming government so they can get money from them. So they are scared to report the fact to the Liberian people. So Liberia is just a different country, Steve.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Let's hear from Monk. Monk, what says you about the opposition? What are your expectations?
For me, I will stick to my gun. The opposition will be there. The opposition are there. It's just about being able to execute when it comes to the political aspect of it. But the very first place the opposition will start from, it will come from the people that will be left out, that will be snubbed for not getting something in return, and the people with high expectation. You see, sometimes in life, they say, sometimes the time pick you, and sometimes you can pick the time. Before even the opposition will get in the way to start consolidating against the ruling party at the moment, the people in Liberia will be the first one to start rebelling against the sitting government because they're already raising the red flag. For me, what I see happening, I saw something from Amirali last time, and they were anticipating how the government is going to rig the coffers. They will be inheriting nothing. They will have to go out there and raise their own revenue and know what's coming. So I keep telling folks, there is no need for you to rush this thing if you're an opposition leader. You can chill all you want. The people themselves with a high expectation and the group that will be left out, because no matter how you support a candidate, I mean, there are only fewer jobs that will be available and few people will benefit. The ones that will be left out, that's where the North will start from. The challenges that the incoming government will have to face, the people themselves, when they see things are not going well, I mean, I'm not praying for that. I will never pray for that. But unfortunately, there is something called reality in life. You have to go out there and raise revenue. If these guys, you see, one thing that happened to Georgia, he talked about from a responsible government. There were certain measures that were put in place. They came and made surplus. They made reserve. Everything was there. Institution already set. With this coming government, with high expectation, he will not get that same platform that Georgia was giving. So they have to go out there, look for money to be able to pay government employees, to meet up with payrolls. It's not going to be an easy thing economically. And they are already signaling that maybe that would be their focus rather than going for accountability, because they will tell you, say, you know what, the economic issue is kind of a dire. We are in a very, a bad situation that we inherited, a bad governance system. So for that reason, we have to focus on the economy, and that's just what it's going to be. But one thing you mentioned, Prince Johnson, Prince Johnson is very strategic. That's one of the reasons I keep telling you, even in as much as I support Cummings for president, he will always find a tough time, like, bro, just because the nature of the voter and how people do business. Prince Johnson understands legacy politics. He knows that Liberian people vote based on succession. When Sekou move, it's Steve turn. They believe that we can get things one way and we cannot adjust our thinking or the way how we see things. Once it's Sekou turn, then from there is Milburn. From Milburn before Mon. So that's how they get. So Prince Johnson fundamentally believed that with Joseph Boaga now in Georgia out of the picture, the spotlight shift directly to Alexander Cummings. He knows that. That's why he's planting the seeds already to start telling people against Cummings, because I'm kind of confused, Sedition used to accuse Cummings of bringing the one who would come and lobby in Washington for sanction. So to hear a guy like Prince Johnson singling out Cummings, he talking about Cummings is cursed. And when I read that thing, I was like, if Cummings is cursed, I want to be 10 times cursed than Cummings, because for Cummings' level of achievement in 11, where he has settled, I really want to replicate that. So if you're going to call a man like Cummings cursed, and a guy like Prince Johnson, you are blessed, then I think I want to be cursed. Even way more than Mr. Cummings. If Cummings is considered someone who is cursed, then I want to be cursed maybe 10 or 15 times, way more than the kind of curse he's carrying. But that's like brand politics for you. He already planting the seeds for future election. He tried to model up Cummings because he know automatically. I told you on the show, the default candidate will be an Alexander Cummings. That's just why it is.
Yeah, but something strange, because in this, I hear you and Mr. Kane using the word directly and indirectly. You're both alluding to lobbying to ensure that the government galvanizes the resources needed to do what they plan on doing, or to meet up some of the expectations that they set up for the Liberian people, and that, quote unquote, the real government did not do. However, the United States government starts off by posting a serious challenge to them on the 13th. For example, the Charge d'Affaires, Madame Rodriguez, is pushing on the issue of them holding, the sanctioned officials that include Prince Johnson and former senator from Grand Cayman County, Vani Sherma, that include both of them, along with Tue, Koji, and the rest of the people who are sanctioned currently. That includes holding them accountable. Let me read this quickly to y'all and get a reaction from both of you, because this is important to be in line with the United States government, to get whether it is the most recent compact grant or whatever it is that they met the criteria for. Most recently, look at what she says here, putting the Joseph Yuma Boaga right on the spot, government right on the spotlight. Look at this. She states, quote, "It is really incumbent on the Boaga administration to fight corruption. We are here to help, but the government has to want it. Civil society has to want it. The media, and more importantly, the Liberian people need it." And then she goes on to say, I would say that the incoming administration needs to do what is best for the Liberian people. And I think, based on what I've seen on social media, these sanctions were viewed favorably, which means the people of Liberia want to see the new government fight corruption. Do you think Joseph Yuma Boakai and the Unity Party are willing to start to initiate this process, erect the checkpoint, because America will not give you money free? You have to fall in line some kind of way. You got to work on something. You got to compromise. What do you guys think?
You want me to go? Or Sekou can go. Sekou can
go. Go ahead. And Sekou, what do you guys think?
Steve, it's the same narrative, the same thing I explained out. Let me just give you a case in point. These guys in Liberia, they understand the voters. They know where the voters stand on issue. They feel their pulse all the time when it comes to events in Liberia and politics. if you can recall, it was the same thing that happened under Madam Saliva administration. They framed the narrative that the people from the diaspora are always the one that's coming to loot the country. That they come to Liberia, they enter into the government, they steal, they take money and come and buy properties in Liberia, they pay off their student loan, all that stuff. So they created this wedge between the people, the local, and the people from the diaspora. So I used to ask the question. I said, how many lawmakers of the 103 lawmakers or 107, whatever the number is, came from the diaspora? Except for a few cabinet positions, the vast majority, maybe 90% or 95% of the government employees are all locals. How do you blame people from the diaspora for stealing the country's money? It's the same thing they are doing now. They want to make it seem like when you're calling for sanctions, it means you are enemy of the state. When you want to hold people accountable, you are the enemy. That's why all of them keep talking. You know, they're talking with this. We listen to Albert Chip, you listen to Samuel Twe, you listen to Prince Johnson. I had a other one from the Taylor administration that made a stupid comment that people laid better than people in Liberia. How they call him, say Syrian Island. Where they keep telling you visa restriction. But when you go to the 731 provision, the visa restriction is just one component of those sanctions. But that's what they want you to believe. That, you know what, we can steal, we can do anything, you know, but it's just a visa restriction. Matter of fact, who forced to go to America anyway? This is the 21st century. You are not under any obligation. You can do anything you want to do here. Once you can care less about America, you will be okay. It's the same narrative they are framing. So that's the game Prince Johnson explained now. He targeting a guy like Cummings, because the vast majority of people back there, they will say, you know what, the people who can call for sanctions in this country are the ones that mean bad for us rather than the opposite. I told you, everything that is normal is abnormal in Liberia. And anything that is abnormal is normal in the country. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that you see playing over and over. Whether it's the McGill, whether it's the Samuel Twe of the world, whether it's Prince Johnson, the Syrian Island, that's what they're trying to tell our people. That when you call for sanction, when you call for accountability, then you are the real enemy. That's why it is.
Okay, thank you. Sekou, what is your take? What do you say? You're muted, Mr. Kane.
Yeah, so, you know, while you guys were talking, I was kind of reading some information. It's a good news, but I think it's a trap as well. Yeah. The analyst newspaper was reporting that there was a letter, sent to the president-elect, Joseph Nima Boakai, from 3 of Democratic senators. Senator Richard Coon of Delaware, Van Hollen of Maryland, and Cory Booker
from New Jersey.
That in the letter, they talk about reminding the incoming Liberian leader of the shared relationship that exists between the United States and Liberia, and that they look forward to working with Mr. Boakai to further strengthen this important partnership through combating corruption, improve food security, growing economic opportunities, and preserving Liberia's security, amongst others. This is the good news that they are telling Joseph Boakai, welcome to the presidency, welcome to the leadership. We are ready to work with you. But working with you, it means that you are ready to work with us to fight corruption. Those are some of the most powerful senators. They come to the Democrats because those guys, they're very strong, especially Chris Coon and Cory Booker. Chris Coon is the one that he's Joe Biden from the same place. The Joe Biden boy. They are telling you, Joseph Boakai we're congratulating you, and we're reminding you that Liberia and America, we have shared value and relationship. They've been existing for a long time. But we too were welcoming you for us to work together. But the only way we can work together to strengthen this important partnership is through combating corruption, fighting corruption, and to improve food security for your people and grow the Liberian economy so people can get jobs. So the workload, the challenges are enormous. Some people will cherry pick. They will hang on the fact that 3 senators,
right,
from the United States written letter to Joseph Nima Boakai. That's a good sign, right? It's a very good thing. And, they should be happy about that. But it comes with something. We're ready to help you. We're ready to work with you. But the only way we can work with you, and all working with you will mean that we're going to work with you to strengthen our relationship by you joining us to fight corruption, to ensure food security for your people, make sure that the rice price, all those things, come down for your people, to make sure that people are safe. People can go out and come back home safely. So, Steve, Mong, and Mayborn, this is the beginning of United States directly, not indirectly, directly telling Joseph Nima Boakai, if you want to work with us, if you want America to help you succeed, if you want America to help you for Liberian people's life to be improved, if you want America to help you to make sure people eat on time, you want America to help you to make sure that people get food on their table, you want America to help you to provide security for the people, you must be ready to investigate corrupt people. And people who America considers corrupt people are the people that they designated, they sanctioned for corruption. They're telling you indirectly, where with us. Prosecute McGill. Prosecute Prince Johnson. Prosecute Bill Traore. Prosecute Vani Sherman. Prosecute all the people then that we designated as corrupt people. He said, we want to work with you, but you want us to work with you. The partnership we have, in order for it to be something better, something good for us and for your country and your people in your country, we'll all work together to prosecute all the corrupt people there. When that happens, the corrupt people are prosecuted, will help you. So your opponent will get food on their table, you will get security. The question to you now, to all of us, is Joseph Boakai ready? Is Joseph Boakai capable, able, has the capacity, the mental readiness, and physical fitness to take on these challenges?
Well, Mr. Kana, before we go to the phone lines here in a little bit, I want to push back on your session. Someone got a phone on the feedback. I want to push back on a session.
I think it's Monk or something.
No,
But
Monk
why?
is-
I think it's better now.
No, it's
Yeah,
not me though. It can be me.
yeah, I want to push back on your assertion just a little bit, but to dig just a little deeper into that, and maybe I'll give Milborn a chance here to say a word or two on this entire thing here. But Mr. Cannon, where does that leave? Where does that leave? Because let's forget it. Let's take for a second. Let's leave McGill. Let's leave Betuare. Let's leave Samuel Twe out. Let's leave even Vani Sherman out. You know, let's zoom in on Prince Johnson, an ally, the kingmaker, the godfather of Nima County. We on this platform, we have agreed, whether you like it or not, Prince Johnson has successfully brought on 3 presidents, successfully 3 different presidents in the course of 18. Now we are headed to 24 years. My question to you is, will Joseph Braga prosecuting Prince Johnson or mustering the courage to prosecute Prince Johnson be a betrayal?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What, the man gave you presidency? How can they see men who gave you presidency? You decide to connive and go against him.
I'm not sure if there's any document for a quid pro quo.
But it might not have been revealed. Maybe these are internal.
I said that's what I don't think there's any document for a quid pro quo. Let me support you, then you should not prosecute me. And as a matter of fact, Prince Johnson is not the only person that is accused of being corrupt. But in the sanction document, Prince Johnson was directly sanctioned for what they call pay to play.
Yes.
That's what America called it, pay to play. It means that they have Prince Johnson on record involving in a corrupt act that America consider bad habit. And America fight in the world. America got 3 major things on their agenda, no matter which government is in place. First, security. Second, corruption. Third, money laundering, because you know what, they feel like money laundering can fall in the wrong hands, and that will undermine their security. So they also believe that when people are hungry, any country, when people are hungry, that country is not safe, it's not secure. So that's why America put security first. They put corruption and they put food security. In America here, you can be broke all you want. It's hard for people to go hungry unless you are homeless and you finish destroy yourself to a certain level. But America here, people say that don't work. That they put in, they can be giving them money. They want to make sure people eat, everybody eat. Maybe they can't tell you abroad there. But plenty people in the country here, they can work, plenty children there. If they don't work, America give food to them and their children.
Medical.
And pay for their rent. and get them, and they go to the hospital for free.
Yeah, getting cash on top of it.
And get them cash.
Mr. Cannon,
In America here, that's what America can do here. And there are a lot of people that are benefiting from it.
Mr. Cannon,
As a result, I know some young men that never worked for years.
Oh, yeah.
Simply because they don't want to go on record that they are working, making money. Simply because so they can get money, they call it food stamp. They can get money from the government. So, we say these things. American want like bro, government to be able to help people too. But because America know these things are not possible when you have corrupt government officials. And once people are hungry, that country is not safe.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as people continue to be corrupt, there will be no money.
Nothing going to happen.
People.
Yeah.
Mr. Cannon.
And when people are not happy, that is insecurity. So go ahead.
I want to bring something quick because on this platform, when we say things, many of you, oh, you not get proof, you not do that, you not do that. Well, the proofs are there directly or indirectly. Quickly, the sanction December 9th, 2021. Let me just read that portion that you talk about quickly, just a few seconds, because I want to elaborate people while we're on the radio for it. Do not say SKTV making us money, they not let it person, they not let that person. Look at what it said in the sanction on December 9th, 2021, on the sanction Prince Johnson. This is what it says. Prince Johnson, as a senator, Johnson has been involved in pay-for-play funding with government ministries and organizations for personal enrichment. As part of the scheme, upon receiving funding from the government or Liberia GOL, the involved government ministries and organizations laundered a money portion of the funding for return to the involved participants. The pay-for-play funding schemes involves millions of US dollars. Johnson has also offered the sales of votes in multiple Liberian elections in exchange for money.
Quid pro quo.
So that's what the people call that the queen need for my people.
Yeah, quid pro quo.
Quid pro quo or pay for play.
So the question now, Mr. Kane, the question I want to ask you before we go to Melbourne, and hopefully we can take some calls here because we want people like to get involved. The question I want to ask you, Mr. Kane, this is the administration of the KUN, the MDR, and also the Unity Party, along with the alliances. My question to you, Mr. Kane, do you think Jeremiah KUN, as vice president, who is the head of the MDR, do you think Jeremiah KUN would muster the courage to follow what the Americans have recommended in order for them to work together, whether it's Prince Johnson or other people that are involved with corruptions?
My answer is a big yes.
So you think Jeremiah KUN will do that?
Mm-hmm.
Even though Jeremiah
I think Jeremiah KUN,
even though Jeremiah KUN himself was indicted by Transparency International, he and Sir Joseph.
Yeah, but he's not sanctioned. He's not sanctioned. Listen to this.
It's part of corruption.
Yeah, but we're talking about sanctioned officials here.
Okay, let's do that.
So, Jeremiah KUN is not sanctioned. He was indicted, he was accused.
Right.
Jeremiah KUN and Joseph Boakai now with the authority to make sure they right the wrongs. All the wrong thing that happened, all the bad thing that happened, to make it right. In order to get America's support, in order for them to succeed, like Chatela said, no government of Liberia, no Liberian president or administration will survive, will do better if you're not in good book with America. Now, America is telling you now, in order for you to be in good book with us, these are the things we want you to do. On top of that, Prince Johnson, our senior senator for Nimba County, is like a yoke on the neck of every Nimbayans, including those political actors that you have to either accept and suck up to Prince Johnson or your political career vanish. So any opportunity that they will see, they may not say it, but any opportunity that they will see that will remove that yoke from the neck of these political actors from Nimba County, anywhere in Liberia, trust me, they will make use of it. They're going to say, we are not the one doing it, we are not the one saying it, it's America. On top of that, when Prince Johnson the yoke of Prince Johnson is removed from the neck of Nimba people, the next political actor, the big political actor, the next face of Nima County will be Prince Johnson. And like, it will be Jeremiah Kun. Because at that point, Jeremiah Kun will not only be vice president, but a potential president. And so, removing Prince Johnson as a yoke from the neck of Jeremiah Kun and all the other political actors in Nima County, it will be like, freedom. They will be free now. People will have their will in Nima, participate in politics, do things without looking behind them.
So are you saying Jeremiah Kun will be willing to?
For me, I stand to disagree though.
Are you saying Jeremiah Kun? Folks, guys, hold on. Let's get this clear. We'll get with you, and we'll also get with Melbourne before we can get to the callers. We gotta establish this. Sekou, are you in essence saying that Jeremiah Kun is willing? Will be willing on the bus.
Jeremiah Kun, Joseph Boakai, all the actors in Liberia, they will be more than willing to throw Prince Johnson under the bus. And I don't want you guys to think like this about Prince Johnson alone. The reason why Prince Johnson will be thrown under the bus, it will be because they're not you alone. They think they came for the whole country. And we got other people then too from the other party. If we can't do it, then they will say, we don't want a minister of justice. So just agree. Or if you don't agree, we have no way of doing anything else. We just have to follow the law. Let me tell you something. It's two things. Either Jeremiah Kun and Joseph Nima Boakai do what is right, to be on the right side of the United States, or protect the corrupt officials and inflict more suffering on the Liberian people. And when that happened, not only Jeremiah Kun would, let me tell you something, Jeremiah Kun will want to worry about any Joseph Boakai term. If Joseph Boakai is the one going to be inducted, or Jeremiah Kun may want to go for a second term if he's the one going to be inducted into office. So he wants to do everything to be on the right side, not only of America, but with the right people, with the Liberian people. And I can tell you, George Weah and his people inability to be on the right side of the Liberian people. That's why they got kicked out. And I can tell you, Jeremiah Kun will let you. Nobody going to go to the presidency and just want to be a one-term president. Like George Bush said one time, the power is corrosive. Power is addictive. When you get it, you go crazy. To relinquish it, they're not small thing. So yes, I believe you guys can come in, can disagree with me. I believe Joseph Boakai, Jeremiah Kun, and that government that is coming, they will be more than willing. If they want to pull abroad first, if they want to strengthen the relationship with America, they'll be more than willing to prosecute.
So then I want to ask you this question: with you people from Nima, people will not see that as betrayal. Maybe seeing Prince Johnson, giving Prince Johnson out.
But the law is the law. It doesn't matter who is at the receiving end. Okay. If this is going to be Prince Johnson being singled out, I personally will not agree with that. But if this is something,
I'm talking about
collectively. I'm talking about including all the people that are designated to investigate all of them. And let me tell you something. Investigation does not mean that you're giving somebody out. You're talking about war crime right now. No, I'm not talking about war crime. I'm talking about investigating corrupt officials by the Liberian government. This has nothing to do with war crime.
So you're saying sanctions?
People who are accused of corruption and they are under sanction by the United States. America is saying, in order for us to work with you, is through combating corruption. And
Okay, so my question
people then that are accused of corruption, they must be investigated. Investigated doesn't mean that you are guilty. They must be investigated and possibly prosecuted, because when you're investigated, if there are probable cause, something like in legal term, probable cause. I'm not a legal minded person, but I know what I'm talking about. So my question, probable cause, listen now, after the investigation is launched, and they found a probable cause for prosecution, then you will definitely, the case will be definitely forwarded to the Ministry of Justice for prosecution. So prosecution does not mean you are guilty.
No.
You remain innocent until proven guilty at a competent court of jurisdiction. So it doesn't mean that when Prince Justice is accused of corruption, McGill, Betwawe, all of them, because they are accused, doesn't mean that they are guilty. No. But what is lacking in Liberia? This sense of impunity. When people are accused because of their position, they let them go free. They don't go through the process. They don't go through the due process. Whether they can be acquitted or found guilty, but they don't even go through the process. So that's what we are doing. We have to deal with McGill, Betwawe, and who else? So we don't see first. When they were accused, they should have launched an investigation initially. If there's probable cause, for example, if you launch an investigation, you need more evidence. America is there to help you, to give you evidence. You see that? So those evidence to create a probable cause for prosecution.
There's a thing that I want you to clarify a little bit, because I hear you talking about Jeremiah Kun and then Prince Johnson. So my question is, with the number of people not see that as betrayal coming from, maybe like, for example, Jeremiah Kun allowing Prince Johnson to be persecuted, or
Jeremiah Kun is not doing it. It's the law that is doing it.
Okay. So
Jeremiah Kun is not doing anything. Walker is not doing anything. If the thing is, you just have to follow the law. Because you know what happened? You know the mindset in Liberia. We always think, because of the way people do things, they abuse their position in Liberia. We always think that when somebody is being prosecuted, because the leadership, the president, the executive, because their behavior of not allowing the justice system to be independent, so anything that happens in Liberia, we always put on the president there, because they don't let the people do their job free. They don't do that. They always want to project themselves as they are the one doing the work. And the justice system should be independent. They follow wheresoever the evidence leads. So, for example, if Prince Johnson is accused of corruption, America got proof and evidences to prove. America will, if you ask for assistance, they will assist you with those proofs. But let me tell you an example. People that were caught with drug, worth of 100 million plus.
Yes.
America, they said they were tapped by America. When America tap you, you know what it means? It means that they're giving you information with proof that these are the people that are doing X, Y, and Z, and these are the things that they are doing. They say, all I wanted to draw we are, and people then. They send it to the Solicitor General, the Justice Minister, that's supposed to prosecute those people. Having all of those proof and evidences with them, they could not prove the case. Because why? The justice system is not independent, or the justice system is corrupt to the core. So America understands that. America knows exactly what's going on. So if America accused all those guys, and you want to investigate for possible prosecution, America don't want to look like they are falsely accusing people. They too want to vindicate themselves. They want to prove that, yes, indeed, we did not just designate those people. Whatever we do, whatever we are doing it based on facts. And it want to investigate that these are the facts. So whoever going to be in leadership, you are not the one. Just allow the justice system to do her work. And when that happens, you will not be accused.
Sure.
And the justice system are going to be, taking on the people, not the president, not the vice president. But let the president and vice president allow the system to work independently without interference.
Okay. Well, let's hear from Monk, then we'll go to the line. Monk, what is your take here?
All the scenario that Sekou just gave is that some of the reason I just believe Joseph Boakai will not prosecute nobody. You see, one of the problems in Africa, or in Africa as a whole, not only limited to Liberia, is the fact of separating where American jurisdiction ends and where a country jurisdiction begins. You see, when you talk about sanctions to the ordinary person like Brother Jeffrey, when they say America put sanctions on you, they're going to come for you tomorrow, put you in hang up, and the American government will airlift you and go and put you in jail. That's not how it works. In Africa, the American government have limitations. They expect the local government to be the one to prosecute. You see, the reason why I know Joseph Boakai will not even go after these guys, I would want to believe that, it's simple. And the reason being, you just talk about Transparency International raising a red flag against Jeremiah Cohn. Now, if you live in the West, you know that all the globalist institutions, they work hand in hand. The matter is just that when the shoe is going to drop, you cannot tell who they're going to sanction next. But if Transparency International, one of the major leading group when it comes to accountability, is going to raise a red flag against Jeremiah Cohn, then it means it's just a matter of time before the American government can raise the flag on Jeremiah Cohn as well, because they all work hand in hand. It almost say you're dealing with the World Bank and somebody says dealing with the IMF. Yeah, two different organizations, but the same Bretton Woods. It won't get you, the other one will get you. So, except they want to be selective in their accountability, and that's why the seditions are counting on. Look, when you look at it from an ethical standpoint, you would say if Joseph Boakai flipped on Prince Johnson, you will want to say that's the right thing to do for accountability's sake. But from a political standpoint, that would be a betrayal. Because Joseph Boakai knew from day one the primary reason for which Prince Johnson endorsed him and supported him, to give him kind of a protection and support when it comes to shielding him from international crimes or whatsoever it is. So for me to believe that somehow, and you see, what Sekou read, it just make the case very simple. America is giving Joseph Boakai a choice. My brother, if you want to focus on the economy, if you want to be incentivized for economic prosperity for people, you can put this guy under the bus and we will give you this. Or you could choose to shield them and then you will forgo your economic package. Because America, understand, it's a matter of choice. It left with the government to prosecute. They can come out with all the sanctions, they can come out with all the restrictions at the end of the day. If the local government and the president cannot go after these guys, then America, it becomes nothing. And that's why I want people to understand Liberia. You got to put the pressure on the local government. America can come with all the accountability, all the economic and aid packages that they can put together. If your president cannot muster the courage to go after criminals, and it's one of the things. People act as if Joseph Boakai is new to Liberian politics. Joseph Boakai was the former vice president. And when you look at most of the indictment, they're coming from our lawmakers as well. And that's a cabal. They are a group. They are a team. So looking at the Boakai team and looking at the CDC team, these guys plays on both sides. That is why I'm not 100% convinced that Boakai will take the accountability route, because of the people that are on his team. And I don't believe that he will throw them under the bus. That's why you see they are all speaking with one language. They are telling you, say, you know what, this thing is just a child restriction. You could live a normal life on a sanction if at all you choose not to go to America. So why you want to scratch yourself with this sanction thing? That's why you see the Syrian island of the world, like I said, it's Samuel 12. They are all speaking, if to say they were giving a script. Man, this thing against America travel restriction. That's why Syrian island told you, I've been on a sanction for more than 30 years, but I'm still doing better than people in America. So why you want to worry about sanction? Go ahead, steal all you want. You don't have to prosecute anybody and we'll all be fine because they are all criminals. That's why I will keep saying it on the platform until it can happen and I'm proven wrong. I believe Joseph Boakai will not go for accountability, because if he go that route and say that he want to be transparent but not being selective, then he himself and Jeremiah Cohn will be susceptible to a sanction too, or accountability. So
well, speaking about he himself and Jeremiah Cohn, quickly before we go to the lines, this is the report. Quickly, let me read this portion from the Centel report, which is from Transparency International. Credit to one of our sisters station, Daily Observer in Liberia, who also provided this information. The information are public; they're not, hitting out there. So really quick, here is it. Quote: according to Transparency International local chapter, the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, Centel, 2021 report. So that's 2 years ago, the report that came out states, State of Corruption report. Several members of the national legislature were involved in high-level corruption. Now listen to this. The 2 years of investigation by Centel linked then Nima County representative, that time Jeremiah Kun had not won the Senate race yet, linked then Nima County representative Jeremiah Kun, Monserrato County Senator Sir Joseph to that hello corrupt man, and District 6 Reverend. That I will not call him Reverend. I say people who can steal. I don't call them Rev. I don't call them men of God title. Representative Samuel Enders. Samuel Enders from District 6 was the one that defeated Costa in 2017. Look at what the report said. The Centel report said between 2012 to 2021, Nima County Representative Jeremiah Kun received nearly $1 million United States dollars to run his private owned hospital, the Esther and Geraldine Hospital in Nima County. Jeremiah Kun received that money. According to the report, the African Dream Academy, a private school owned by Representative Samuel Enders, was entirely funded from the national budget. The report also said Monserrato County Senator Sir Joseph in 2020, as chairman of the Senate Health Committee, annually allocated $144,000 to his company for ambulance services. So all the ambulance Sir Joseph were using to run campaign, all the money that the Labrador put money in store. That's what the report said. So Sir Joseph too, the hell of corrupt man. But anyway, let's get quickly to the radio here to get some reactions.
So today is Saturday.
Yes.
I'm hoping that we will get at least 15 minutes over our time. If we don't get it, that's fine. If we don't get it, that's fine. We can still continue the show on the.
Yeah, the manager will not make it
today.
today.
We're on YouTube and we're on two Facebook pages. We're on SKTV and SKTV Live. We're on Instagram. We're on the radio now, so we can get that. That was just for the Liberian people. For us, we'll be okay. Maybe we'll take few calls.
Yes. So
take few calls. Let's share for our people.
Yeah, so 077-833-9682. That's the number to call. Again, 077-833-9682, and call in to be part of the show or the program right here on Truth FM 96.1. And today is Saturday. We are on the SKTV right here on Truth FM. So call in to be part. I know right now because all of the discussion today, some of you we don't want to be. Hello. Well, Chief, let me see. I don't know your line a little bit low.
Yeah, very low.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Listen to somebody saying that the Unity Party is going to throw French Johnson under the bus. So it is not Unity Party and Mr. Walker that is going to do so. And the law, everyone will be investigated. So if anybody is found guilty of the act, then you will be prosecuted. You call almost everybody names. The left of the vice president, Jeremiah Kun, you call Samuel Enders, and you call Prince Johnson. But you also forget about one person. And the person is Berete. Musa Hassan Berete also took our role for something that you will also be sorry for. So you see the problem here, the problem, and I just want problem. What I do.
All right, thank you. At least you go home in 1 minute. So this caller, good evening. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Joseph and I come from Francis.
Well,
Thank you very much for the show.
why all of you sounding like in fact your home? What happening? Or maybe
You put rest in your body, man.
the people talking this if I want to talk to go ahead.
So you talking about every school. Me running General and here in Westland, like you said. I mean, even if it's 3 years, every school lost election. What is he going to do for the Nigerian people so that we can be encouraged to vote him? The mayor, as you know, the mayor is a mayor or billionaire, something like that. And you have to do something that the Nigerian people will be encouraged.
All right.
And after they have lost election, they leave and go.
No, the man resting, my man. The man resting. No, we don't finish.
Yeah, what Joseph Boga did for him for Joseph Boga?
Yeah, man. So, so let's call Emmanuel Sano. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, thank you for your recognition, man. Sano is my name. Every good evening to Useku and and also to the other city guests. Yeah, I want to agree with the other guests who said that in Bazuapaka will not prosecute those corrupt people who the American people put sanctions on. I want to believe him so because in Bazuapaka said doing a campaign can prepare to deal with the devil. So dealing with the devil, it means anything the devil.
So you're not gonna bring the devil, right?
Yeah, so I think about the Q Prince Joseph because Prince Joseph is one of the key factors in Christ. Thank you.
All right, thank you. No need to clean the devil. Just continue to deal with the devil. Today's caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, people. How are you?
Yeah, bro, we're good. Go ahead, your name and from where you join us.
Yeah, this is April Premier 40 for season 4. My point here is that I will agree with the two guests that said that they would not be able to do about that. You know, go to a constable. I agree with you 100%. So, if they wanted to do about that with Samuel Square or people, it will be like wish hunting, like you always say it. They will not let them go for free job. So it will not be possible.
All right. Thank you so much. So it will not be possible. If you leave your other people and go to other people, it'll be the witch hunting. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Chief, go ahead, your name and from where you join us.
My name is Louis and I speak from Bushwa Island.
Go ahead, boss.
For the very first time, I'd like to agree 100% with Kanye.
Okay, for the very first time.
Absolutely correct. Yeah, absolutely correct. Joseph Boakai got nothing to prove. He will be around 84, 85 in 2029. He's best suited, and like Welcome the caller said, once your prosecution is holistic, once you are collective, when you single out Frank Johnson, then he appeared. But if you get Bill Twawe, McCallum McGee, Samuel Tue, the rest of the section guys, inclusive of Frank Johnson, for trial, there is a national cause. And like Kanye said, once you're not doing right with America, you will not succeed. Joseph Walker have age. He got nothing to prove. He don't want second.
And most of these sanction people are also willing to even go to court. Like Serena Silva or also talking about going to court.
He said for the far march of our country, and what he about to the Walker can do, he got nothing to prove. He got age already. If he wants to leave us legacy, nobody knows what's here. I've been told that one of the reasons why he and Manaseli and the rest of the people have been forcing is that he won prosecution. He said people will not be left on the hook. We are writing things.
All right, he won prosecution, and we hope and pray that it comes to Brian Tate. Let me say good evening to you and happy belated birthday.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. And let me say thank you to your folks in the United States, and I've been following you guys. I just want to zero on two issues. First is the issue Mom said that the first opposition may start after the appointment of the line out captains and other important people in the government. So who will be left out? Sorry with DVC. When you say disenchanted situation and then they suffer usually the senatorial election in 2020. The second is that Honorable Boakai, by age, I think he is suited best to clean all this country. If he fails, well, then he left with him and maybe his conscience, but I think according to what David Edward just said, he suited best and he got nothing to worry about, so he showed that he cleaned up the country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll take a few more calls, then we'll cross over to the team. We have another program coming, so we'll get about 5 minutes to the team. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening, and your co-host.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
And Peter the Wisconsin, I come from another street like in West Johnsonville. And thank you very much for your participation. So this generation is a generation that
you think freedom coming? Freedom.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm asking whether you think freedom is coming.
Freedom has already arrived here. We have to go on. Let me tell you. And then this generation will not sit
So you don't want prosecution.
Come again.
So you don't want prosecution.
Let me tell you, what about prosecution? I'm not even so clear that they do not have evidence against these special officials, and these special officials, they are our leaders. They are the ones that transforming this particular society. Look at Prince Johnson, Jefferson Cody, Samuel 12. These guys are performed exceptionally well in this particular country when the national transformation.
All right. Thank you so much. Still listening. They will soon respond to all of you. To this caller quickly. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief. Your name and from where you join us?
I'm Sam calling from the Oro.
Yeah, go ahead, boss.
Yes, the only thing you guys are in the city, you're still local president.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't know whether the CIA sees him or his location. It's a serious issue. So if you guys can help us locate our president so that he can come back to work, we'll be very happy.
All right. Thank you so much. And yes, the team will look for your president-elect. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief. Your name and from where you join us?
I'm Aaron T. calling from Balance, Japan.
Okay, quickly, go ahead.
Yeah, but I think for the topic of the show, against the US and other people in the EU.
Impunity and that of the law, the rule of law. Which way?
Yeah, what I want to say is that I'm actually to explain for. Remember, that's because it's always station and the activity. I'm actually to remember, it's the somebody station for get a food. When you say for you or say for them, you say that I'm not very people. I'm not very people. But that's just what I see. And the intention is to really find out how you go. Everything gets to you, get food. So that gets food. I did that something.
All right. Thank you so much. But I can recall, I think the former U.S. ambassador McCarthy listed some of the things during his rep. It was out or when you were leaving. But Sekou, you just listen to Liberians, Monk, and Steve. You just listen.
Let's get a reaction from Sekou, Monk, and then I'll give my last parting comment there. Let's hear from Sekou. What do you make of the reactions coming from our people back home? What do you make of it?
I'm happy that the Liberian people are listening. They are following, which is a good thing. You can only educate people when they pay attention or when they listen to you.
Right.
And we are giving them information. I think they are processing the information. Whether we don't know whether this is a significant portion of the people, but I think things are changing. Things are changing for the better. The voices we used to hear, the voices we heard during the campaign and during the election are changing.
Right.
I think people are now more focused. And some people are really hoping, and some hopes are already being somehow reduced because of the fact that right at the door they were told to lower their expectation, and some of them the hope is kind of like dropping down because of the long absence of the president-elect from the country. This may sound like fun, but this is really that people are paying attention, and I'm glad that they are paying attention. What I would tell everybody, Liberians in Liberia or outside of Liberia, if you are listening, listen to me very keenly. Our job is to provide information to you. The decisions are yours. All we do is to give you information. We do not hate anybody. We do not support anybody. We support Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kenneth. Monk, what is your reaction for the people on the radio in Liberia really quick before we leave?
Well, you can tell that they are frustrated. They want something bad to happen. They want something really, really good to happen. Let me say bad. They want something good to happen to move that country forward in terms of accountability and managing state resources. But unfortunately, they themselves, they are enablers. They vote for criminals. They will even go against the American government. And like I said initially, the American government only offering Joseph Boakai a choice because they understand that one of the things, if we cannot strengthen our local law by having an independent judiciary, nothing will happen good in Africa. Because America say have their interest. They can pick and choose who they want. I always give the example between Charles Taylor and Paul Kagame. Paul Kagame is seen as a hero by the West. Yeah, he's doing some good job, but he's also a rebel leader. Why they choose to prosecute Taylor and forget about him? Because the American government are in the habit of picking and choosing who they want to prosecute. So if you cannot strengthen your local law, if you cannot do the right thing for the people that elected you, if you cannot have an independent judiciary, then nothing is going to happen. Because at the end of the day, in as much as you want to believe that America is the most powerful nation on the planet, there are also limitations as to things that they can do in other countries. And that's where the problem is coming from in Africa. Our politicians believe that, okay, if it's just visa restriction, we live in the 21st century, my brother. I could go to London, I could steal from Liberia and go to Canada or any other country with the exception of America. I can still live without America. So for that reason, if you the voters going to keep voting for these people in as much as the American government is expecting to do the opposite, then how can you claim that you want accountability? It's a contradiction right there. You're beating people in the street for stealing a motorbike, but McGill is giving you $10 to go and vote for him, and you're telling me sanction or no sanction, I will vote for you. So why would you expect the American government to put pressure on Joseph Boakai when the people themselves that are being affected are the one enabling these criminals? It just don't make no sense. And that's where the problem in Liberia is. You just cannot make sense as to how people make decisions because it's a contradiction. Yeah, we want for American government to sanction Koji. We want us to sanction Osama Twe. But you are voting for these same criminals when elections don't come. And that's the only opportunity you have in life to make a better decision for your country during the election. When you get that ballot, before you can cast that ballot, you have to think twice. But unfortunately, you vote for criminals, but you want for them to sanction those same criminals you keep voting for. Come on, my brother. So it's a choice. You know, people say Joseph Boakai is older. He doesn't have that much time in politics. There's an opportunity for him to establish a legacy for himself. But like I keep saying, the people that are on both sides of the aisle, whether it's the CDC and the Boakai-led government, they're all criminals. They are all the same. They are no different. They got two different labels. They operate as a cartel, as a group in the House and in the Senate. And they know that no matter what America does, it will be our lawmakers with the help of the judiciary branch to be independent to come and prosecute them. And they know that will not happen. That's why I'm not optimistic about the whole accountability thing. I'm not until I can see it happening. I'm just not optimistic because of the players that are involved. Even the one that come into power, like you said, Transparency International already raised a red flag. You know, the same thing happened with our central bank. The same IMF and World Bank, they say, oh, the government is corrupt. They are not accountable. But the next they will go and give Georgia government loan. Come on, my brother, what do you want me to take? The people are corrupt. You're still giving them loan. You're finding them interest on the payment for going against the law that is on the book, but yet you keep giving them money. How do you explain that? How do you give money to a criminal? You keep giving them more money, throwing money at them. I don't get it.
Okay. Let me make this before we close up, and then maybe you can have the last word. Let me say this. I heard one of the brothers saying, you know, America should provide proof. My brother, maybe you need to go do some reading. The proof are there. No, they told you in the I don't know what kind of proof you're waiting for. You want to see video email? You know, the point that puzzles me is this. Some of them will claim that they want proof, right? And they claim that they want proof. Even when we broke the news that Joseph Boakai is now, they say they want proof, right? But they bring you Photoshop and put it there and say that proof that everything is all right. Okay, y'all who passing around with the Photoshop of Joseph Boakai, y'all bring video to the Labrampo. Y'all bring video as proof. That don't make any sense. You can't have it both ways.
Yes.
So either you want this to be investigated, and the Americans in the Charge Affairs session on the 13th of this month, she was clear. She said they are ready and willing to assist if the government want any kind of evidence or any kind of proof about these guys and the corruption and the sanction, whatever it is, documented or whatever you want. Let the Liberian government initiate the investigation. Let them initiate it. If they initiate it and ask the American government does not provide them the evidences that they had to sanction these people, then they can now declare to the public and to the world that they asked the American government to provide, you know, these things, and nothing happened. So at the end of the day, my friends, you know, the truth of the matter is, my people, let embrace justice and accountability.
So for me, quickly before we go, I have the question for two, or maybe for the entire team. Security implication. Why you guys made up with all of the discussion, everything, security implication?
Well, in terms
Just-
of
You're talking about
yes, with all of the entire discussion that we just had not too long, I'm looking at security implication. How you guys see it before we go?
well, the security implication for corruption is global. Whenever people are angry when they cannot get their basic need, the state will be a high risk. That's just why it is. An angry man or hungry man is an angry man. And Sekou said it best, whenever the people in the country economically believe they are not doing better, when things are getting too tough and things are getting too hard, they resort to other means, and that raises a serious security implication. So that's the option the American government is giving Joseph Boakai from what he read. You can give an economic package which will incentivize you to make people's life better. You see, when they say a country is doing better, it don't necessarily mean everybody is doing great. But when you have the vast majority of people who can do things and fend things for themselves and at least afford their basic needs, somehow you have some peace and stability in terms of job, food security, all these things, they put the country at risk from a security standpoint. How do you think people can assemble rebel quickly in the impoverished country? Because people are already poor. They say he who done fear no fall. The man got nothing to live for. He can do anything and everything just to survive. So that's the security implication from my understanding. If that's what you meant.
Mr. Kane, what is your take?
Yeah, so my understanding of that question was that security implication means to investigate and prosecute all those big names in Liberia when it comes to Liberian politics, maybe their supporters, maybe their followers, and family member may put up some resistance.
Right.
That was the security implication Mayborn was referring to. And to answer your question, the law is the law. Nobody can fight the government if that government is willing to follow the rule of law and do what is right without being prejudiced about it. As long the Liberian government decides to prosecute corrupt official or investigate that will lead to a possible prosecution without cherry picking, without singling out people based on political alliance or political expediency. If they decide to investigate and prosecute people based on America's recommendation, definitely America will assist them with proof. And that will include all of them, no cherry picking. We're talking about holistic approach,
Right.
process that will include everybody that is sanctioned. Samuel 12, Kojiwo, Prince Johnson, Fanny Shamo, everybody. And this is not war crime. And also, let me tell you this. Being accused, being investigated, or being prosecuted does not mean you are guilty. Just avail yourself to the process, allow the due process to go through. When you are found guilty at the end of the day, then the law will take a course. But you have to make sure you are available for the process. Nobody should try to do anything that will interfere with the justice system. Not even the civilian, not the president, not anybody. Anybody get in the way of the law will arrest you. Plain and simple.
Well, move on to the security implication question that you asked. Let me say this. All the men, I can always say that human being can be another human being beat. That human being can promote another human being. All the men, all the be more, all the thing, all the talking, all the going back and forth, whatever it is. If push come to shove, and they send somebody to go for Koji la Iron Man. They send somebody to go for the Iron Man. The law, the state at the state, the government at the government. Let me tell you today. And you will fall in line. Whether you get 100 supporters, you get 200 supporters, you get 1,000 supporters, you will fall in line. Let your supporter they come to the court and behave themselves and follow the process. The only thing here, the only thing that is stopping all of this, let me tell you the truth, not the security business, is just the political will. Just for the leaders who are in the country to muster the courage to say, let's open this investigation. Again, like Mr. Kane said, I want to agree. Investigation does not mean that you are guilty.
No.
You go through it, you could be found. It really helps you to clarify your need, clarify all the things on you. So even the people who are indicted, who are sanctioned, I think it will be in the best interest for them to say, finally, Let them now go through the thing. Let them even petition their own government that they got. Let them go through the thing. They will not die.
You know, just to add up to the point you made, I mean, Steve, it seems, you know, our people have a very unique way of kind of protecting criminals. You know, it was the same excuse they gave. The vast majority of people say, oh, you know, can you remember back in 1997 when Charles they were running? If we don't vote for this man, he will go by in the budget. I think that's a lie. You just wanted to vote for Charles Taylor at the time. If Charles Taylor, if they had prosecuted Charles Taylor, if you wanted that, if you wanted something other than Charles Taylor, there is no way he would have gone by in the budget to bring another war. It was just your way of voting for him, claiming that was your fear. That was never your fear. You wanted him, that's why you voted for him. He wasn't going to go back to the bush. And the same thing you're saying, if they want this criminal, they come after them. There is nothing that's going to happen in terms of security of the state.
No.
For our people, they will pick sides, that cherry picking, and they will all protect their own criminals.
And you need to add up. You need to
All
add
right.
up.
Yeah. So
Before close, I beg you, just 1 second. Even to add up, Charles Taylor today remain popular amongst the people. Charles Taylor was even more popular when Taiwan Congo order they hang off on him and they carry him. Why La Brepo not go to the government and kill everybody? Why? You leave that thing, man.
That time the Charles Taylor had gun, they had everything.
Exactly. Let's forget that thing.
When Charles Taylor was arrested and took to the
They
Hague.
were really not after
But
me.
Melbourne, let me say this, Dofi. Let me say big thank you to Melbourne and the management and team of Truth FM for allowing us to go over our time. I asked for 15 minutes, but they gave us almost 20 minutes. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it.
thank you. So that's it. On tomorrow, by God's grace, we'll be here the same time, the same station. Thanks to all of you, Bizena Monk and Steve, and Dr. Sekou. Yes, let me say good night from our end here in Liberia.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we can take some calls here to
Yeah, let's take a few calls here then. We'll call it a day.
Steve, you know, you should come after the show.
Yes, I'll be here right there as soon as we get done.
Yeah, so folks, come here, come and make your argument. Our job is to provide. And let me say something. Somebody just went on Facebook crying baby, that I restricted them from talking on the line. We promised you that we're not going to be blocking people anymore. We're going to stop you. We're going to take away the privilege from you if you are not here to discuss the issue. If you're here to insult people, if you're here to launch personal attack on the people instead of discussing the issue, we will restrict your ability to write. If you call in, then we'll tell you what you need to do, what you don't need to do. So please comport yourself accordingly. Respect our platform if you want to be here. If you have any personal problem with Sekou, go to your page and stay there. We come here to talk issue. Let's discuss the issue. If you have a problem with Brazilian Monk or Steve, go on your page. Say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care. You are entitled to your right, but you can't come on our platform to kind disrespect or to insult us, to distract us, thereby making the place uncomfortable for the real people and the regular people, to allow some of you unscrupulous elements to come here and destroy our platform. That's what you did with a lot of platforms. The reason why we don't care about how many people watching us, because we rather have 5 or 10 good people watching us than to have thousands shady characters here that will be distracting us. We're not going to do that. You want to be here, be here. You don't want to be here, be like a human being, be like a, responsible adult. But you want to be here to come and be launching personal attack on people. We're not going to let you be here. We'll let you be here, but we'll restrict your ability to make the place uncomfortable for other people. There are a lot of silent majority here. They come here, they don't write, they don't say anything. They are older people, they are responsible people, they are leaders. Some are young, but they are very responsible. They only come here to listen, to learn, to get news, to get information about their country. If you have alternative view, that's fine. Call in, tell us you guys are wrong, you guys are lying, this is not true, and you provide a fact to us. But if you're going to leave the issue, come here and be attacking people, insulting people, lying, fabricating story because you are angry about the fact that we are saying truth about your person you support, or your president, or your president-elect, or your minister, or whatever, then you don't belong here. I told Steve, let's not block them. We can restrict your ability to write on here. You don't have to be here to write. If you got nothing positive to contribute, you don't have to be writing. Just be there and listen. It is a privilege. It is not your right. It is our platform. We decide how to run it. You are here because we gave you the privilege. If you abuse the privilege, we take it away.
Most definitely.
So I saw somebody, crying baby, oh, Sekou just blocked me because I said something. He said, Sekou, because I was president I've served a lot of capacity anyway in different organizations. And I left with impeccable record of accomplishment. When it comes to FAMUSA, we provide scholarship to our, from the organization more than any other leadership. We brought economic security to that organization. But yet, they will lie. People that we defeated in the election, they stay, have those things, those mindset. They will come and lie. They will run all kinds of fake stories just to distract us from talking about real issue. I don't care what you say about me. You know me. I don't really care. Go say anything you want to say at your own platform, and any kind of platform you feel comfortable with. But you can't come here and distract the right people, the good people, from having good discussion. This is just a warning to everybody. If you're going to be here to be attacking us personally, instead of discussing the issue, we'll restrict your ability from talking here. If you say you're lying about the issue, we don't care about that. Oh, no, Sekou, I got proof to what you guys are saying. You guys are lying. I don't get a problem with that. All you need to do, just come on, have your time. Even you can be our guest or call in to debunk our lies. If you think we are lying, to refute our comment, our statements, if you think we are lying. But to come here be insulting, we are decent people. Only decent people that I belong here. I want you to understand that. If we restrict you, it means that you are not behaving decent. So let me take the first caller here. 701 number. Last 4 digits 0107. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, brother. People, thanks for allowing me on your platform today, bro. And I've been listening, and I appreciate everyone on the platform. So.
Thank you.
But Senior brother, yeah, I was thinking when you were talking about Joseph Boakai prosecuting all these guys and all that thing. I was thinking about why we on the Senior brother today. Like he needs some kind of cold beer or something because we all know that.
I don't drink beer, my brother. I don't drink beer. Just in case you just maybe you can bring if you can bring me a Hatay, I'll drink that one. And Fanta.
Okay, because we all know that with Joseph Boakai Association entire cycle, we all know that there'll be no audit or whatever. There'll be no investigation. And that's why Joseph Boakai ain't get nothing to lose because he know that he may not even end the 6 years. That's the first thing. So he got nothing to lose because he got the level of American and had out the budget shortfall and left the country for a few times, came back, resigned, left the country a few times, came back. We had a whole lot of people that around there, the Prince Johnson and our attention, the financial money, all these people that around, and even the Jeremiah, we know that. So Joseph Boakai ain't going for anybody, well, that's the first thing. So Liberian people already know that.
But my brother, let me say it though. We are not saying Joseph Boakai should do. That's the mindset. That's the reason why it's going to be hard for Liberia to see justice. Joseph Boakai is not doing it. If Joseph Boakai allowed the justice system to be independent of the executive, of the decision from the president, if the president let the justice system go hand-free without doing anything, without interference, it is the justice system that can dig deeper, that can decide who to be prosecuted based on the probable cause. If they see something that merits an investigation, they will investigate you. Through that investigation, if they see something that they call, prima facie, some people call it probable cause, that can lead to an or prosecution, definitely they'll prosecute you. It's not just about doing it, it's the law that's supposed to do it. The reason why these things are not happening in our country because our president then can interfere with the justice system. And I believe Joseph Baka will not do that. I think Joseph Baka will allow the justice system to work.
Exactly. This is my brother. I'm telling you today. I want you to tell me when was the last time that our justice system ever did independent work when it comes to government officials and other things without president or maybe vice president get interfering in the system, right? We always do that, and it's a routine. They know exactly what they're going to do. That's the reason why when the people do things, they will come up instead of showing remorse or whatever. They will come up and say a whole lot of things.
So what make you think Joseph Baka can do that?
Because he's surrounded. He entire surrounding his inner cycle.
What about Jeremiah Kun? You think Jeremiah Kun can do that too?
Jeremiah Kun, he don't have the guts to do that. Your first and foremost thing, right? And another thing my dear brother would say on here, not a lot of people thinking about that, right? I remember when I was still in Liberia, right, before Prince Johnson started running for the presidency, he made a statement. If anyone of you can still remember, he said he chatted up and Ellen to war to Liberia. Chatted up become president, Ellen become president. He wants to become president too. Now, do you remember that some part of 2023 that he was still supporting the CDC, but for some reason he fled because he needed certain favor from the CDC, they refused. So look, we got to pay attention when somebody's talking about security implication. We got to pay attention, right? Once a soldier is always a soldier. Most of the people after killing a lot of people in Liberia and make a lot of people parentless, they take the Bible, they put it on the go on the altar, they say the pastor, but deep down in the heart, they already know because these spirits and the people that kill the spirit and still hunting them. Once the spirit is always clear, Joseph Baka need to watch out. Prince Johnson wants to become president of that country. And if it happens, trust me, I ain't seeing any election that will go in that country again because he will sit there and they will run things. So the party got to
no, man. Prince Johnson can't be president of Liberia, man. Prince Johnson will not do that. Prince Johnson can't do any coup d'etat. Prince Johnson can only put somebody there and then remote control the president from behind. But Prince Johnson himself can't be president. I don't think he will do that.
Brother Kana is just one step away. You are far away from one step away. So,
yeah, but Prince Johnson said if you want the president for Nima already get it. Because either way, Jeremiah is still going to be president.
So,
whether Baka take over today or tomorrow, Jeremiah will end up being the president. We know that. And Prince Johnson will control him. I don't know about anything else, but yeah, Prince Johnson will not himself will not be president. You don't want that control.
I want to speak from the statement that he made years ago that he wants to become president too. So I'm looking at one step away. So it may not make sense to a lot of people now, but for me, once a soldier man is always a soldier man.
Thank you.
People got to pay attention.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's take this caller here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? It looks like Brokeable Power. I'm not too sure. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
This is Brokeable Power.
Go ahead.
It's good to discuss this issue, but I think you got GSC in a country that allowed is undoubted and not being implemented. If you guys want to figure out some central and be like, that's the same thing saying that just will not be set correct. Look, we got things on docket that are not being implemented. If you want to focus on central, and we say, okay, we're going to create central people, I forgot those people.
So why those cases are not implemented?
That's what I'm saying.
Why? No, I'm asking you because you are CDCN, you are Jowia supporter. Why is it that Jowia did not implement, or Jowia government, or the justice system under Jowia government did not implement those cases?
The government, and you can empower to bring justice. And you look at Sanya. Look at Sanya. Other cases are on docket. Do you know what you know?
Okay.
No. If you only focus on Sanya, that country will not even be correct. Because what they say, the people that are not the cases that are on docket, and those people are found guilty, and the state will send around the country because of somebody say, oh, the next do the without due process, and when I went through due process, I found guilty or found court accountable for things like this. He let them know and talk about somebody and say, oh, they can't do this, they can't do that. Why not due process?
Yeah, but the thing is, my own disagreement with you CDCN. Let me say this to you: I do not have the moral ground, the moral latitude to tell Joseph Boakai government which case to prosecute and how to do it. You have 6 years. If you're leaving all these things on the docket, you want to tell Joseph Boakai government now which case to prosecute, how to go about it. You don't have the moral ground. You don't have the right to say that. They are the one that was elected. They were the one that were elected by the LeBron people because the LeBron people believe that they can do the job. So you don't have no moral ground. You have no power, nothing to tell them what to do and how to do it. I hope you guys understand that. Yes.
Look, I'm not denying what you're saying.
Okay.
The government don't want you to prosecute anybody. And this is why they left on in power. And you come out and say you want to bring justice. And now,
My man, you busy doing something else. Let's take different color. We can't be doing that. So yes, Steve.
Yes.
And what was his name?
Mom.
Do you think the United Party people, what they think they are doing is the right thing to tell? I mean, the CDC people to tell Joseph Boakai and the United Party government, the incoming government, which case to prosecute, what not to prosecute, where to start from, what to do, what not to do. Are they the moralists now to tell people, what is right and what is not right when they had the opportunity to do what is right and they didn't do it right? So what moral ground can they stay on to talk?
Well, they doesn't have any moral ground. Even from a governing standpoint, they cannot even make the case. They are the sitting government. They are the one in power. They were the one giving the mantra of authority after Unity Party led for 12 consecutive years in government. They were the one that came with the idea that Georgia was going to be the savior because Madam Sali's government was corrupt. He came from the slum and they were giving an opportunity on the silver platter. But guess what? It's the same thing I want to believe will happen with the Boakai administration. You see, Unity Party and CDC are no different. They just got two different labels. They are the same. It's almost like the establishment in America. Some lawmaker will tell you, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. But when you understand the way how the system works and how they govern here, you will know that it's a uniparty. It's a one system with two different labels. That's just why it is. Because one is just the opposite of another on almost everything. When Republicans say higher tax, Democrats say lower tax. When Republicans say gun control, Democrats say no gun control. So when you go to one group, when they screw you over, you run to the other group to screw over. You have no third option. That's just how Labrador is turning into. It's a cabal. That is why I believe nothing will happen because they are the same players and you find them on both sides. Why would I want to believe that Joseph Boakai, even though people want to make the idea that he got age in your favor, there's nothing to lose there, you're already on your way out and there's an opportunity to establish a legacy for yourself. Do you want me to believe that Joseph Boakai will go after these guys? I really want to see it, but sedition, making the case, I don't even want to hear from a sedition because they're not in the position morally. They cannot be the moral compass for Labrador. They just don't have the authority to speak on issue when it comes to accountability because they are even supporting their own criminals. So if you can support your own criminal rather than looking out for the best interest of the country, what make you think you got the moral authority to talk on anything about accountability? No, you don't.
So
Steve,
let me just make this announcement. Somebody just sent us $50 and said that they are sending it for the Christmas to SKTV reporters in Liberia. So, folks, all of you that are here and listening and following us, if you got $5, $10, anything for our guys in Liberia, for our reporters, feel free to send it to us. We'll make sure, at least they enjoy it so they can do whatever they can do. Sometimes it bring us some of the happiness, during the Christmas. Yeah, it's now folks. You have the right to do it. Somebody saying, $50 actually. So if you get $10, $20, $50, $100, whatever you get, we'll be more than happy to receive it. And, give our guys, some smile. Put some smiles on their faces, during the Christmas. Yeah, Steve, go ahead. I just want to make sure I make that announcement while people are still here.
So, Mr. Kane, I know we will be leaving soon, but let me register this. I want to agree with you guys, but also disagree that seditions have no moral rectitude, or however you want to say it, to ask Joseph Boakai or to tell them which one of the cases to prosecute. But I also want to agree that seditions are Liberians. Seditions have rights. Where the government failed, they have right to request, inform, or ask the incoming government to supplement. We can't say they can request this. Some seditions are disappointed in how the government was ran, to be very honest. And we got to look at that from a Liberianistic standpoint when it comes to the issue of justice and accountability. And so if I would even welcome and encourage seditions to speak out, asking the Joseph Yuma Boakai-led government to do what they did not do. Because we can't use this one way to benefit people politically, and then the other way when it comes to the issue of justice, then we say no. Because even with the issue of justice, the Unity Party people ran on a mantra that they wanted CDC to do certain things. Okay, given CDC did not do it, shame on the CDC-led government for not doing it, as evidenced by that why we voted in the Joseph Yuma Boakai government. So seditions as Liberians first, before even assuming that title, have all rights to hold the current government, especially if Joseph Yuma Boakai takes power on January 22nd, or Jeremiah Kun, which one of them, doesn't matter. The new administration must listen to seditions too. They must. And I want to say this to my brothers and my sisters who are in the CDC. Listen, y'all speak out loud. You guys are Liberians as well. Don't be afraid. Don't allow anybody to shut you down, because you never stood up for this time. Listen, advocacy that advocacy. Asking for what? It is never wrong to ask to do the right thing. It is never wrong. The only time you are wrong is when you refuse to ask to do the right thing. But it is never wrong. There is never a late or a wrong time. So I encourage my brothers and sisters who are in the CDC to speak out loud. And I think, Mr. Kana, yesterday you raised a point. As part of all the conversations we're having, part of the reasons why they will never, ever agree for someone like Tiawan Gonglo to come around that Minister of Justice post. Because Tiawan Gonglo will not back down from this. He will not back down. He will make sure this is executed, and he has constitutional rights to disagree with the president on this. So they will not bring it around that era. They might probably not bring what the guy need, former Justice Kambidan Janese around that era. Look, this is a sticky era where they need to post somebody that they will be able to manipulate and push around and shove around and position it. So, CDC, our brothers and our sisters who are in CDC, will encourage them to speak out. They are Liberians. And where they went wrong, they might also speak it out where they went wrong. But seditions have the right to hold this government accountable. And I encourage them to start now.
All right. Let me, I like that. That's the beauty of SKTV. We can always, agree or disagree to agree. We always, see things from different vantage point. And Steve, I understand your comment, and it is the right of all Liberians, regardless of your political affiliation, to talk about your government and to make suggestions to your government. That's right. But also, everything we say comes with responsibility and moral standing. If you are a citizen and you're calling for implementation of justice holistically, it is your right. If you're a citizen, if you're calling for a prosecution of wrongdoers, corrupt-minded people, you are right. But if you are a citizen, you stay in power, and you have the right to prosecute, even up to this date. You have the right to prosecute, but you are refusing to prosecute. You are recommending to the incoming government to do what you refuse to do. In fact, your recommendations are not based on a genuine quest to see justice in Liberia. It is just because it's tailored towards protecting your own criminals. It is tailored towards telling the incoming government, you know, even though we did not prosecute other people, but don't prosecute us until you prosecute these people or those people. Don't prosecute cases involving sedition unless you prosecute cases on other people. Nobody is saying the seditions are not Liberians. Nobody is saying the seditions don't have the right like other Liberians. But sedition has no moral ground, no moral latitude, no moral compass to tell Joseph Boakai government where to start from. We are not saying they should not call for justice. We are not saying they are less of Liberian. We are not saying they have no right to speak about the direction of Liberia. They have Liberian, they have the right. But they do not have the right, they do not have the moral standpoint to tell the other government how to run their government when they are still in power, when they can still do it. They don't have to wait for Joseph Boakai to do it. If they were Liberians and they are speaking from a genuine standpoint, if they really want justice, they will have started the implementation. Anywhere they fall short, Joseph Boakai can come and start from there. But you refuse to administer justice. You refuse to do what is right. Not because you get kicked out of power for your decimal performance, for your lack of, respect for the rule of law. You violated all the laws in the book. You cherry pick. You have selective justice. Now you are telling the incoming government what to do. You have no right. Your right as Liberian, that is not going to be taken away from you. But you have no moral standpoint, no moral standing to tell them how to run their government. You knew how to do that, why you didn't do it. Not because you didn't do it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, but you are not the moral judge to tell the people what to do, how to do it. Liberian people believe in them. Liberian people believe that they can do the job. That's why they took it from you because you failed, and they give it to them. So at this point, in as much as we are going to be critical on the Joseph Boakai government or any government, by the way, but CDC, government officials, CDC supporters, without taking away their fundamental right as Liberian, they have no moral ground, no moral standpoint to tell the incoming government what to do and how to do it. If they had the technical know-how, the moral latitude, the responsibility to do it, and they fail to do it, they got no moral ground.
Very good point, Mr. Kane. Very, 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 very brilliant point that you've articulated. I think the conversation starts with the CDC, those of our brothers and our sisters who are in the CDC, encouraging the CDC while they have 30 days or less to be in power, to start to institute some of these measures of accountability and justice and leave it on the Unity Party
Exactly.
from a strategic standpoint. So I want to encourage all of my brothers and my sisters who are in CDC to encourage the government before they leave, let them ensure that there are some form, let it get started. Let it get initiated. Now, if the new government does not pick up the slack or does not take it from there, then you have stronger positions to say, hey, yes, we did not initiate it from the beginning of our government giving, but at least we started something. At least we did this. So we want to encourage our brothers and our sisters, and even the citizen-led government. It's not late to initiate something. Let me tell you something. I will say this again. The issue of justice and accountability, there can be lateness in it. Let's do this. President George Weah, let's do this. Initiate some of these investigations. Open it up to the public. For example, the Nuka stuff. Let it come to the public. Instead of going behind closed door and negotiating with you guys again, so that later on they can throw you on the bus. Because when the new government takes over, they reserve the right to where they want to start their thing from. You don't get to tell them.
Exactly.
But when you put it in the court, when you throw it back at them, then they got to go from there and say, okay.
But you will not kind of jump over it and go to the other ones, right?
They want to go away. So
Exactly.
from a strategic standpoint, you don't want to go that route. You don't. So I'm encouraging our brothers. But that does not also mean that you can't advocate for what is right. Keep speaking out, keep advocating. But it will even give your voices stronger. It will even support and back up your points when you take these positions, when you openly call on the government and so forth. This is what we are calling for. We're not for CDC, we're not for Unity Party, we're not for ANC, we're not for CPP, we're not for nobody. As long as you do what is right. Like, for example, if the Unity Party bring Joseph Boaga out, Joseph Boaga speaks to the Labrimpo, cool. The next thing we'll start looking forward to the inauguration and so forth. And when they're going to, because we want to know too, when they're going to get a certification. Certification is very important. Or are they going to do the certification? Are they going to do the certification and the inauguration together? So, all these different things that we are only asking because we are patriotic. We love the country. Let me tell you something. We're not here to kiss up or bootleg to anybody. If that's what you're thinking, you are missing it. If you think you are going to bully into submission to fall in line, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. Whether you Unity Party, whether you CDC, whether you CPP, you can get all your money for one big horse or one big bank. Don't waste your time. It will not work. It will not work. A peanut will eat a peanut. So let's get to the issue, Mr. Kane. I headed to you over there. Our people that umba a level that won't when you're 2 hours 30 minutes. Now listen up, my people. I want on Saturday too. Got to enjoy it too. You are but we got life too. No, we where to go? Who power let together too? Who power let together?
So yeah, I mean, I agree with you. We were saying the same thing, but from different, standpoint. If there is any advocate for the rule of law, for the fundamental right of all Liberians, we are one of them. Equally so. Morality matters. Honesty matters. Intention is very important.
Yes.
These guys who are now calling for justice is similar to what we have told you before. Let me take this question. People been calling, but I can forget to answer the call. Hello?
The person bringing bad. I can
hold on. I can hear the person, but Steve is not hearing you. Hello? Better? Okay.
So tonight, we got a program, and the police is getting ready. And we're going to go meet the women tonight, so we're going to go live. We're going to see it tonight.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, when you go live, we see the live. We'll probably carry live on SKTV.
But we see our station trying to to make some changes around the place. Like,
But what the police got to do? What the police getting ready got to do with the program? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you guys going live there, right? No, I'm gonna.
I'm not hearing that person.
People in town for different things, seeing them now, so something going down, and we're gonna see one and one to talk to us, and we'll be happy and wait for inauguration because we are the JMB supporter. We're not the Unity Party supporters, so we are happy, and it's not that question when is our president elected. This is going to prosecute this. Prosecute these people because that's why we let them support him because we want justice in our country. We want responsibility. No, that when the people get in the message, so the decision should rely on the point. Local, people, we're going to vote them on the
all right, thank you so much. Yeah, for some reason, when the people talked on the phone, it was very loud and clear, but for you're not hearing them. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't think the audience are even hearing them too. That person was distorted and breaking through. To be very honest,
I heard it. Did you guys hear the person talking? I think we've been here now for like 2 hours 40 minutes. We gotta go now though, unless you still want to be here.
No. I'm good. Like I said, I'll be coming.
I think Lofa said something. I didn't read it. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I didn't hear that. That thing what Lofa said. Lofa, I didn't hear what Moses saying now. Lofa accusing you, my man.
No, Lofa not accusing me. Lofa saying the truth though.
You said some people are looking for men?
Yeah, I said some of the so-called female advocate that men are looking for.
Did you see them looking for men?
Yes. I
thought you were accusing you, so Lofa is right.
I say, and I say it before, and I say that I'm my first time saying that, and I say before, I'll say it again.
Why you attacking our advocate then?
No, I'm not attacking. I'm just saying the truth, and we believe in saying the truth.
How they looking for men?
Because they can't soon they get men as the advocate Benny. And nobody's stupid yet. So hey.
Okay, so we actually get the other guy town hall thing now. The town hall what do you call it? I think I can call it. What you might call it? We get the town hall. What you might call it? The town hall play. We got some picture there. They want to show you. You see that Judah Bagai town hall program play there. Man, stop calling now. We're not taking any more calls. So let's.
Well, Judah Bagai can have whatever you want to have.
Yeah. So Judah Bagai town hall.
So I don't know why.
So we want to share with you guys. So to tell us, we already got people in there. So 10 years later, you want to have it. So people are there to to send us. See here. Yeah, they're looking nice though. Oh, what's happening? Stop. We're not taking call no more. You are busy talking something else, man. We think we're done. Stop calling. We're done with the show. Yeah, we're done with the show. Yeah, it's okay. You go to Walmart. Next time you can call in and then talk your thing.
Well, I will get all to
Walmart and talk to us.
The other people who
so they said JMB will be here. They play right here. You see I have it, well decorated. And the play they say JMB will be tonight. Hopefully we'll have a camera on there. And I'll be very happy to see JMB over there, performing, moving, even dancing, bukai, and all this stuff. It means that
you're asking for too much now.
It means that he's recuperating, well. We're asking for too much, but JMB can be okay. Can dance. You see the man dancing.
You're asking for too much.
Why? Because I want to see the man dancing.
Yeah.
So some of the men can walk to that stage and talk to the Liberian people and even allow the press to ask questions. I mean, that would be good.
Well,
I mean,
I don't want to go too much.
that does not take away anything. And I'm glad that it's happening in Rhode Island anyway.
Of all places, eh?
Yeah. Of all places, I'm glad that it's happening in Rhode Island. I mean, the number we have on here, that first number that end with 0783, that WhatsApp number. So you can call the number. I did the name is Tricon. Tricon Armor Amen Gray. Yeah, you can call us on that. But there's no show right now. We're done. Yeah. So we say we should lower our expectation.
Yeah.
No, my expectation is not, in our program. I know Papi will be there. I'm told that Papi will be there. And I know Papi will be, in good shape to talk. And I hope they were not dressing in the same clothes, that they put him. So just telling you guys, don't do that. You want your day before you go into the hospital, don't dress in the same clothes. At least put the man in different clothes.
Are you buying clothes for him?
Yeah, no. I'm not buying clothes for them. But if they want, the money where they post they need to all to get all Christmas food and who can get us all. Who can get us all. If Melbourne and Sarah not come for me. Yeah.
Melbourne will get it put at $15.
Melbourne gotta get like $15 because that guy from London.
That guy $15 billion, that guy.
I don't know, call it $15. I forgot that Melbourne key. I forgot to ask him because the guy said, "You're not get my money. I'll go public."
Man say we'll go bongos on order.
I'll go public. You tell you want to sell money. We say, they want to sell money. Yeah, we say we do the cash up and sell here, all money green, whatever. Imagine, no, I'll come and sell money. Me, I thought that's one of good money coming sell. But all the way London to Liberia. We go send them $15 a day. You're not selling my money. You're not selling my money. You're not selling my money away. Hey, man. So why get people angry, Steve?
Get them people angry.
People that they can come here to be insulting. Why getting angry?
They're not serious, they're not focused. They're live not together. Because if they're live together, you're not worried about somebody who they don't want on the defensive. You know what it means to be on defensive? You got to prove everything. You got to be watching your back. It's like your life is not together. They don't want got to be doing all the extra thing there. And they don't want got to bring the papers out from Rhode Island that we don't want. Yeah. All we know so long we do what they say, that's the most important thing. They're following instruction. It's not a bad thing. They're following instruction.
Yeah, but they might not bring the same synagogue, the same coach.
No, they will not bring the same. They will not bring the same. That one.
They shouldn't do that. When they do that, then
I can guarantee you from the time we expose them, they will not bring that one. They will not put the same clothes on, they will change the clothes. That one I can tell you for a fact. Okay. That one, that's not expectation issue. That one I know they will behave.
From a low expectation on that one too?
No, that one part you can hold it up high. But
what about the hat? What about the same Kengo? The Kengo. You know what happened? That was this is funny. Anyway, let me not say that. But I don't want to go back to something that happened during the campaign. So first, we'll see you tomorrow.
You say you don't want to do what?
I don't want to say what I wanted to say right now because before you say we are something. Yeah. So I'll see in a little bit.
No, you can end it from there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but you end it from there. Then we'll just be on here from the back.
So like the whole year, my people. Like the whole year. So y'all go there. Our camera will be there. The only thing if they're allowed to ask questions, we'll ask questions. I hear that. That just be part of there.
I don't know if they will allow press conference or interaction though.
You don't think they will allow Joseph Baga? But anyway, they can't allow Joseph Baga to answer questions like brother in Rhode Island.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think.
But still, why is it that the program is not happening in Maryland and Philadelphia and that one in Rhode Island?
Because the man was in the hospital in Rhode Island. He got out the hospital. And they want to prove now, after almost 14 days, they want to prove now that Ivana out of the hospital. The joke is on them. The joke is on them. They didn't want got to prove it. They didn't want got to bring us out. They didn't want got to dress him up. They didn't want got to do everything they got to do today. The joke is on them. That one an issue. So that one I get in credit for them to scramble and bring him out in a few days. I'll get in credit for that one. So they might keep playing. By the end of the day, it still doesn't change the factor. So of all the states in the Jet Rhode Island.
Yeah, they may not be to Rhode Island, but the program going to be in Rhode Island. You see, these people there, they are sorry for them. They are lamish.
They're not serious, man.
Yeah. So Steve, let me end the thing here.
Yeah, I'll see you, Jenna.
All right.